Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for round 8 of the Bunnings NPC. This match is a big one. It is going to be the South Island rivalry, Otago taking on Canterbury in what is going to be a very exciting fixture. It is at Forsyth Bar. I am not. I have just got the green screen set up for this one for the first time on a rugby live stream in a very long time. Hope you guys are all doing well as well. We have got there in the chat from Cooper also. We have got Crazy NC Reed here, and we have got Chaos Dragon, Cooper, Shane, and also we have got Novmum there as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. We will show the starting lineups and reserves for both of these sides, starting with the home side here, which is Otago. They have got Sam Gilbert, who will be at the back at fullback now. Someone to look out for, Theo Tompkinson at 13. He actually ended up scoring 2 tries in the last match where they were able to get their victory over Northland Otago. So they will be open to do the same up against a Canterbury side that did have a tough match up against the Ramfurly Shield holders, Hawke's Bay. It wasn't a Ramfurly defence, but they did very nicely indeed, Hawke's Bay, and they are sitting top of the table because of it. Josh Ioane at 10, who is going to be going to the Chiefs for Super Rugby in only a few months' time, and also a very good 4-pack for Otago for this matchup with the likes of a James Lynchies, who was also able to score himself a very early try in that last match. Theo Tompkinson, he got the 2. They had 2 tries after 6 minutes for Otago in that last fixture. Canterbury, they did not get off to the start that they were after for that last match, that is for sure, because of the fact that Hawke's Bay just absolutely just poured it on in that first half. And it's going to be interesting to see how it goes for this one. Henry Stowers going to be at number 8. I don't believe he picked up a try yet this season, but I feel like he's not a mile off. Dallas McLeod at 12. Isaiah Punavai is going to be the other midfield combo. And then Waisaki Naholo out on one wing and Manasa Mataeli out on the other with Waiaki, who will be starting at number 15. So it's a strong backline. They've got all the players here at Canterbury, but they just haven't quite been able to put the results together that they have been after this season. But this is a new game, and there could be a good opportunity for them to be able to do so here. But looking through the benches very quickly, then I will be reading all the chat that is there as well. They have got Fergus Burke rather than starting. They have actually gone with Dabik Zini, who will be starting at 10. Rama Kapoya also coming off the bench there. Scott will be coming off the bench rather than starting, and Hamilton will be getting a start there. But that is the bench. Also, there is a debut for Dixon for Canterbury, so he will be hoping to make a good impact in this one. But at the moment, the Premiership, Canterbury are sitting 5th. They need this win to be able to push themselves towards that top 4 for the semi-finals. Just missing out a little bit. If they got this win, though, they would leapfrog over Wellington, and that would put them in a very good position to be able to make it towards those semi-final matches, which are only a couple rounds away. Looking through Otago, they are sitting in 3rd, so another one here would well and truly cement their way into that semi-final also. But we have got a whole heap of people in the chat as well. We have got the ROP Sean Wainui as well, says Johnny Blaze, and also give Uncle Bob a hongi for us, cuz as well, says Johnny Blaze there, and also who will win, says John. It's a tough one. Otago have a very decent record at home. Whenever they lose, they did lose to Taranaki, but it was only just in the later stages as well. So it's very hard to tell what is going to be happening in this game because of that home field advantage for Otago. But I would say Canterbury might be able to just sneak this one in the end, but I feel like it's going to be a lot closer. Also, we have got the Hey Any news on Xbox dude as well, says Cole. I did indeed learn kind of a little bit more information about it. Anyone who doesn't know, my Xbox ended up pretty much blowing itself up the other night, and it did mean that I wasn't able to kind of do any more on the gaming channel recently. I did take it to a store, and they said that it was going to be $150 just to look at it without even just trying to fix it or anything like that. So yeah, it's going to be an expensive venture and probably will cost just as much as a new Xbox to fix. We have got there as well. Hey, Kiwi Lads, how's it going? It's going very well, Ollie. At this stage, we are here for the first match of the Bunnings NPC round 8. This one, Otago versus Canterbury, and at the moment, all the players making their way out onto the field. And it is going to be more than likely a minute silence for Sean Wainui here. We have also got there, I'm going to the Wellington Lions game tomorrow. As Aussies Bailey, the puppy in gaming, that will indeed be the friendly match between Wellington, and there is another game, or sorry, there's another team that they are versing, I believe, if I'm not wrong, it's Southland that they have got their match up against, going Japan tomorrow as well. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty awesome fixture when we do get to see the Japan side taking on Australia as well. We have got there Che Waiaki is a great talent. He is indeed. We've got a lot of young up-and-coming fullbacks at this stage. There is a circle. Be informed, moment silence for Sean Wainui on the halfway line at the moment on this game as well. Who do you think will win the Hawke's Bay versus Waikato? I believe Hawke's Bay are well and truly the favourites for that one, whereas the game up against Tasman, they were actually coming in as the underdog, but they haven't really lost too many fixtures other than, I believe it was their very first one that we have got as well. And we have got there, who is starting tomorrow for the Wallabies, says Aiden. They have actually, other than Samu Karevi, I believe they've pretty much gone with pretty similar lineup. They haven't got the likes of Will Skelton or anyone like that, which I think a lot of people thought might have been getting an opportunity soon. And we have got there, Churchat came across my primary school teacher in Tauranga as well. Says Smithy Toilet there, and hey, y'all, how you do as well. Says Katie Dixon, welcome into the live stream. I'm very excited for this game. Otago versus Canterbury. There's always that kind of Super Rugby feeling to these games because of the fact that both sides are just full of talented players. Like, you got to look through that backline of not just the Crusaders, of Canterbury, with Debrek Zini, Dallas McLeod, Isaiah Punavai, Waisaki Naholo, Manasa Mata, Eli Che Faihaki as their backline. But then you got Seo Tonkinson, was able to score himself 2 tries last week. Sam Gilbert at the back, Villamone Karoi, Vaha Kolo plays with a lot of aggression as well. And also we have got there Sean Wainui with the heart as well from Katie Dixon, and also the wave from Rugby Clips as well. And also we have got the who do you think will get this one? I have a feeling Canterbury by about 7. I don't think it's going to be a huge split for these two sides because of the fact that Otago at home, I don't think they've had any games that have been kind of complete runaways when they have been at home this season. I'm just going to have a quick look. Their last game, they were able to just lose it, unfortunately, for them, 23-30 when they were at home, then also 26-19. So they've only actually had 2 games so far here that have been at home. But now this one is going to be another. And Canterbury, you would say in the end, they did well to get to the position that they were in because of the fact that they were looking like Hawke's Bay were going to score a very large amount of points. But James Dolman, he is going to be in charge of this one now. And it is going to be at Forsyth Bar, like I mentioned as well, 29-26 for the USA. It's also Smithy Jolly and also RIP Sean in the chat from Rugby Clips here. It's certainly the news that has really impacted the rugby community in the last kind of week or so. So hopefully, at this stage, condolences to his family and some friends as well. I believe that is why the game has been postponed on Sunday, the one that was going to be between Bay of Plenty and also it was in Northland. That kid has got the gumboots on at the moment here. But now Josh Ioane will be kicking off this one as well. We have got the Reed says, Sup, how are you, buddy, as well? I'm doing very well, thanks, mate. They are showing James Lynch. He will be hoping to pick himself up a try, the captain of Otago for this fixture. And he was able to get one last week in the very early stages as well. We have got the Please Tell Me Reese is playing for the ABs tomorrow. He will definitely get a hat-trick. He is not in the starting lineup or reserves for the match as well, which is a bit of a shame for that man. But now it's going to be taken by Waisaki Naholo, getting his first touch. Did not play last week, I don't believe. Or if he did, he came off the bench. And it was just a little bit too late. But now at the stage, Kito passing it back to Henry Stowers. And who is... Oh, no, he's knocked it on. It's come off the foot. No, it is still going to be available. And now it's a little knock on by Otago scrum feed for Canterbury. Who is Henry Stowers signed with? I believe it's he signed with the Brumbies in Super Rugby. Because if he is, we're seeing a Moana Pacifica side being built with some very good players. Just to name a few, Naria Fama'i going to be out on one wing. Ed Fidel out on the other. Also, Sione Tui Piloto. He was one who I was looking forward to see him possibly get a Super Rugby contract. And then they have also got there Sakopi Kipu and then Christian Liliafano as well. We have also got there in the chat as well. Sean Wine, who was a great below me. He played for Takapuna Grammar Bro. He was electrifying as well. Says a Smithy Toilet there. And we have got the hearts from Crazy's NZ as well. And we have also got there Let's Go Far Now in there from It Was Crazy NZ there. Now at the stage, Canterbury, they're going to be under a little bit of early pressure inside of their 22 here. But they are a very capable side. Definitely when they go for that little bit of a set play off the back of the scrum, it's going sideways at the moment, and it's going to be going up in the front row. So it is going to be, once again, a scrum reset. But the port-back's very even for this one. 903 kgs for Canterbury, 902 kgs for Otago. So 2 very solid forward backs. And it will be an exciting battle in the front row throughout this one as well. We have got the Kiwi lads will Otago get 3 tries. Says Shark Brain. It's a tough one. I believe they did get 3 tries last week up against Northland, but it is that kind of situation of it's always tough at Forsyth Bar. They never seem to be able to get a huge runaway game. Definitely not up against a side like Canterbury, whose defence is normally pretty strong. Last week was a little bit of an exception there. But then saying that, Wellington were also able to get a few tries through. So I would say I think they'll get 2 or 3. I'm not too sure though. And also only 1 kg difference in the pack weights. And also I remember versing Arasa Moni as well, plays for the Brumbies. He was bloody mean as well. Says Smithy Toilet. Also Saturday Rugby tomorrow. Yes, says Reed. It is indeed Japan taking on the Wallabies. And then also Taranaki versus Manawatu will hopefully be able to cover on the channel. So hey, Hamish, how's it going? G'day everyone. Says David Dale. Welcome in, mate. It's doing well at the moment. It's gone down in the front row on this far side. But far side has gone down, so they are going to have once again another scrum reset here, just inside of the 22 of Canterbury at the moment. And it seems like it's going to be a bit of a chess match in the early stages of this one as well. We have got Robert said hi as well. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. And also, I'm loving it as well. Says Smithy Toilet. And also, we have got there, hey, howdy, hey, brother. And also, yo, David, yo, everyone. Says Crazy and said there as well. Yeah, unfortunately, just losing his bind there, and they're going to be moving straight away A lot of pressure here on the returning Josh Honock. He does actually look completely different when he hasn't got the long hair as well. We obviously got the which country did Wainui play for? RIP. I'm not sure whether or not he ever got an All Blacks cap, but he did get a lot of caps for the Māori All Blacks. And always during the haka and everything like that, you could see the passion, and kind of it was the same for the Chiefs as well. The Chiefs mana, and also hi Kiwi lads. It's Sam. When is the next Be a Pro? As well, says Sam. I'm hoping to do one early next week. It has just been with the Cricket World Cup kind of starting up. I have been doing quite a bit of organising for that one as well. But at this stage, it's going to be a solid push here from Canterbury, trying to get driving forward, and they've got the advantage now, and they win the penalty. Good push there from the Canterbury fullback, but it's a bit of a battle at scrum time by the looks of it. We have it there. I said county. Did he play for Waikato? He was a little bit of, he was recently playing for Bay of Plenty, but originally played for Taranaki as well. And we have got the bookies went minus 64 on the All Blacks against USA. Is that even possible, mate, as well? See, Shark Brain. It's a tough one. The USA, we did see their last match was up against Uruguay, and they did get beaten, but the USA, they've got some pretty good players. So we will have to wait and see how it goes. Of course, are they up to the standard of the All Blacks? Maybe not quite, unfortunately for them. But I'd like to think that their defence would be able to hold up for just a little bit longer than a lot of people are giving it credit for, because of the fact that they have got a little bit of size to them and also a lot of pace in that backline as well. Did you know that it's my last year of school this year as well? Says Ollie Wilson. I did not know that, mate. But yeah, what are your plans for after school? Is that high school, primary school? What are we talking here? But now at this stage, Henry Stow is almost having a bit of a juggle there on the halfway line. But at this stage now, Canterbury trying to drag him down. He's still driving forward here. Henry Stow's ripped away by Ricky Jackson now. Back to Dixon. It's going to be a counter attack here for Otago. Sam Gilbert. He's got Freedom Vahakolo on the outside. Tompkinson trying to bump off the tackle, but he's dragged down by Dallas McLeod. Dixon now driving forward, tackled by Luke Romano. Hamilton once again getting this one, dropping the head there. Dylan now always going to run hard at the line. Almost stolen there by Brodie McAllister. No, going to give away the penalty. Unfortunately, Henry Stow is not able to roll away. It was McAllister straight on the ball, but not rolling away is the call there. Also, we've, by the way, I'm liking the green screen, mate, as well. Says Crazy. Thank you very much, mate. I feel like anytime I have got a guest, I will have to go back to the kind of background that we normally have. But luckily, it is one of those ones that for the solo layer, it's just big enough. If I wasn't having the scoreboard next to me as well, I believe it would be just a little bit too small. So it is one of those green screens. It's not hugely wide, but it does work. Not too bad as well. USA paying $60 for $1 as well, says Aiden. For the want to place a bet on the AB, but TAB it's not letting us as well. Says Aiden, I believe they were actually paying $131 yesterday just to win the US. So maybe there's that much money kind of being put on the All Blacks, because I know that they've completely closed out the All Black side of it. So maybe they've decided to cut off the USA betting as well, perhaps. The USA team is horribly inexperienced. The game will be ugly on Sunday morning as well, says Robin. Also, who is betting on the AB. And what did you bet? I want to know. As I said, Sharp Run. And also, you can do a winning team and margin. Says Novmum there in USA for the upsets. For the toilet, Eno's a monster, bro. If he wasn't injury prone, he could have secured a jersey as well. And also, well, at least Finley Christie and Ethan de Groot finally get to play, says Katie Dixon. Yeah, I'm very glad to see Ethan de Groot get a run round. I did actually have him off the bench for my prediction. I didn't do very well this week in terms of trying to predict Josh Ioane there from about 47. Has missed that one, unfortunately, to him just out to the right-hand side. And it does mean that the score will remain 0-0 after 6.5 minutes. Yeah, the background is cool as well, says David. And also the background is awesome, Kiwi lads, says Shark Brain. And I noticed just before, sometimes this part kind of ends up going see-through, but I'm not too sure whether or not the greenish jersey is the best option for the future. But I'm still learning all about it there. But now at this stage, it's going to be kicked off once again from the 22. Freedom Vahakolo now trying to drive his way for Princep, drags him down 45 out from the Canterbury line. Dixon now once again with another carry. It's been nailed in the tackle by Ollie Jaeger-Hamilton. Looking to the short side now. Bit of a step there from Tucker. They've got the advantage as well for offside. So Hamilton now looking like going to be using his big forwards. Josh Ioane out the back line now to Gilbert. Skip pass out to Vilamoni Karoi. Little chip of mine, and he's going to be using the pace as well. Sits up for him. Vilamoni Karoi, another chip in mine, but it is going to be taken nicely by Kitto. They haven't got the advantage anymore. It is advantage over, but straight on the ball there for Otago, and they've been able to rip it back. Now it's going to be Hamilton. Goes back across to Nell. Juggle from C.O. Tompkinson, but able to hang on to it. And now it's going to be Tucker. Freedom Vahakolo backing himself. Only 5 meters out now for Otago, and that is a brilliant counter-attack. Dylan Nell going to be dragged down by Jaeger. They've almost gone the full length of the half here for Otago. C.O. Tompkinson dragged down still available, and it looks like Hamilton calling his shots here. He's bringing Tucker around, and he's going to be stepping as well. Still available for Otago. Good attacking run from Raymond Nu'u, who is dragged down. Back into Josh Ioane now. It's going to be Vilimoni Karoi. Oh, he's gone himself. He should have passed. And because of it, it's going to be the knock-on by Vilimoni Karoi. Unfortunately, he had the man on the outside. It was actually the number 6, which I believe was Fishley. He decided that he would cut on the inside there, but instead maybe should have just flicked it out the side, make the green screen, the VIP room of the local massage parlor as well. And also, we have got there, Brandon is very sick, as I was saying, so that is not good there indeed. And also, we have got there, Glad to Brute is starting some for Finley, or same for Finley Christie. TJP is only there to lead the haka as well, says Johnny Blaze. So there, Vilimoni Karoi went in. He had Fishley on the outside, but decided to back himself. Vilimoni Karoi only a metre short of the line, and now it's going to be a 5-metre scrum here for Canterbury under a lot of pressure, though. We've also got there Josh Lord is getting a start against the USA C Shark Brain. I believe he was coming off the bench in the original lineup, so unless there's been an injury or something that has switched him round in that regard, we will have to wait and see. And also, we have got there the background is awesome. Kiwi Lad C Sharp, but also, nice screen Hamish. As I thank you very much. And hey, Lad said Ed Vogel as well. And let's go, Brandon. And the chat from Johnny Blaze and Otago, you beauty. Says Sharp Brain there as well. It's going to be a push now, and it's a very solid scrum. Not really marching forward. It's going down in the front row now, and it's a big push from Canterbury. They haven't got the advantage, though. The line hasn't come up, and it's going to be the penalty to Canterbury in the end, though. They were just persistent with trying to keep on pushing. Daniel Leonard Brown able to win that penalty. What do you reckon? Not selecting Geordie Barrett as well, says Ed Vogel. I think it is the strategic move because of the fact that more than likely he'll get the start probably up against Wales, Ireland, and France. Or something along those lines. So I think that they will go with McKenzie for this game, and then also the game up against Italy as the start, and then bring Geordie Barrett in. I would have thought they'd go with him off the bench, though, Geordie Barrett, just to give him some minutes under the high ball and whatnot. Well, this one as well, Bowden to get his 100th cap versus the Welsh next week as well, says Johnny Blaze. Yeah, I'm believing that he will be able to get very close. Retallick also in the 90s, if I'm not wrong there. It's going to be stolen by Otago on the 22 now. Ricky Jackson now trying to step, but he's dragged down by it was the man in the number 7 jersey, which for this one is actually, I've got to look for the name there. It was actually Matt Gibson, I believe. Hamilton now going back to Lynch's, trying to inch his way forward, 20 metres out at the moment for Otago. Once again, going to the right-hand side. It's going to be a short ball. Nu'u dragged down by his opposite number, McLeod. Hamilton, he is getting the start in this match rather than Uscott, who did start the last couple matches for Otago, still available. 7 phases in at the moment, and it's going to be another step from, it's actually Jermaine Ainsley who is starting in the number, actually, no, it is Josh Honick. Josh Honick looks completely different when he's had the haircut. And now it's going to be going back to Josh Dixon. Different Josh. They've got a lot of Joshes down in Otago. Josh Ioane now going to be stepping. Found the offload as well to Kane Hamilton. Drew him past Theo Tonkins. A little offload off Vilimoni Karoi, though. Ended up coming off the wing, and it did mean that the ball's gone into touch. And Canterbury, once again, are going to have this lineup. But a lot of pressure at the moment on Canterbury to get out of their own half. We've also got there, why did they let Canterbury off the hook that easy? This makes me furious as well, says Sharp Run. And also we have got the Kiwi Lad shirt idea, Bowden Barrett's face on a t-shirt but instead of Bodie, it says Bodie, as well says Katie Dixon. And also we have got the cheers bro in there from Katie, or from David, and also Brandon Short channel coming soon in there from Sam. And also we have got the up tag in the chat from Hex, and also can't wait to hear the Star Spangled Banner, lovely anthem as well, says Smithy Toilet. Yeah, hopefully the USA do have a very good performance. I'm not sure how many people they're allowed at the ground, but I believe it can hold about 80,000 or something along those lines. I'm not too sure whether or not they will have that many, but they have said that like some of the people have come from all across the US to be able to see their first ever All Blacks game, which is very awesome indeed. Kiddo there inside of his own 22, kicking that one down, and has gone into touch there. Vilimoni Karoi decides against the quick throw there as well. And we have got the, I know what they are doing it, or I know why they are doing it, but I hope them not getting a smash will cause rugby in the US to go downhill as well, says Rob Barkley. And also we have got the, are you going to stream Australia versus Japan game? I am indeed. We are going to be live. I believe that game starts at 5:45, so we'll probably be live about half an hour or so beforehand. We've got plenty to talk about in that fixture. Looking through the lineups, looking at the changes as well, and trying to predict what is going to happen in a game that is pretty unpredictable, that one. Now it's going to be stepped nicely by Vilimoni Karoi, 45 metres out at the moment. Otago Dylan now driving. Luke Romano, he's had a very physical Bunnings NPC so far. He's given away an advantage for not rolling away there, unfortunately, for the big man at number 4. Whitelock, of course, heading back to the All Blacks. Joshuani now. White cut out pass out to Freedom Vahakolo. Bunavai able to drag him down with a good low tackle. It's going to be a little knock on there, unfortunately, for him, but now it's going back for the penalty. Another penalty in the favour of Otago, about the 5th one so far in this matchup. 3 for Otago, and then all the rest of the penalties for Canterbury have come at scrum time as well. What's your streaming schedule this weekend as well, says Johnny Blaze? So I believe at this stage, the guaranteed ones are on Saturday. We are going to have the 5:45 kickoff of Japan versus Australia. Then at 8:30, that is the kickoff of USA versus New Zealand on Sunday, I should say, as well. So we are going to be doing that game. Also, the Cricket World Cup, we're hoping to do that on Saturday night, Australia versus South Africa at 11 p.m. And then also it will be hopefully the game between Taranaki and Manawatu a little bit earlier on tomorrow at about 2:05. I believe it will be as well. They're actually taking on the 3 points once again. He has missed his last kicks, Joshuani, 44 metres out for this one. And he will be hoping to nail it as well. And also why Otago, why you don't want to win as well, says Sharp Brain. They're still very early on in the game, and I think they just want to find some way of rewarding themselves for having so much territory because they haven't gone for the line out yet. But Otago, they have got a very good rolling maul if they decide to use it here. But instead, Joshuani's going to be trying to get it between the sticks as well. If I still lived in Florida, I would drive up for the game. Never wanted to be on the East Coast so bad as well, says Scotty Dixon. And also we have the America going to lose by lots. Joshuani strikes it well as he got this one. It's hit the post and bounced back out. Now at this stage, that is 0 from 2. Huge amount of pressure. How has that worked? That was somehow a beautiful pass. It's gone back into the in goal and it's going to be put down. It's a penalty though, unfortunately, for Otago. Tackle in the air is the call there. Tell you what, oh no, it's going to be offside, I believe, in this one. Okay, so the rule here for James Lynch is he was a little bit confused at what happened there. So pretty much one of the Canterbury players tried to kick it from about 5 metres out from his own line. He ended up getting tackled low, and then from there, it did end up somehow finding the hands of the man on the outside who also tried to kick it. It got charged down. So he tried to kick it. He somehow did a kick pass, and then from there, Dallas McLeod kicked it backwards over his own head, and there was a player just in front of the kicker. It's a goal there, so now it's going to be the line out for Canterbury as well. I caught you on time. How was your week as well? It says Danny Lewis has been pretty busy, but overall it's been very exciting with the fact that we have got international rugby back this weekend as well. Japan versus Australia, and then also All Blacks taking on the USA. Now it's going to be the rolling maul here for Canterbury, and they have also got a very solid pack and a very solid rolling maul when they get going straight through the middle there. Jermaine Ainsley just trying to get straight through there, but it's still going to be marching slowly forward here for Canterbury. 45 metres out from their own line at the moment here. Passing it out the back line, Kito now. Cross now into the hands of Che Waiaki Manasa Matali on the outside, break into the tackle, almost a Freedom Vahakolo. He has been able to drag him down now 45 metres out from Otago's line. Kito once again passing it back. No one wanted it. Now Sam Darry gets it. Brody McAllister. There are a lot of Crusaders on this Canterbury side, that is for sure. Same with Otago, with the Highlanders. And now it's a beautiful step there from Punavai. He's got the man in support here. If he can link up, he's gone himself. He wasn't able to find the offload either. Now he finds it to Sam Darry, who is stepping around Kito there. Stepping, he's close to the line, a metre short at the moment, and he's on his back. And I believe that will be held up. And that's going to be a goal line dropout. Great defence from Otago to be able to stop that one as well. Rugby in America will never grow as well if they can't get easy access to watching the game as well, says Rob. And also we have got the, I think, NBC Peacock is going to stream it as well. And yeah, in New Zealand it is going to be Sky that we have got. And Stan Sport, I believe, have it in Australia as well. We have got the, can you let me know what your schedule is in terms of timing for streaming as well, says Danny Lewis. So we have got, at this stage, tomorrow will be a 5:45 p.m. live stream for the Australia versus Japan game. And then also maybe an earlier one at around 2 p.m. might be the one of the Bunnings NPC. And then at 8:30 a.m. on Sunday, New Zealand time, is the live stream that is going to be taking place between USA and the All Blacks as well. Someone score already as well, says Novam. Yeah, at the moment it is just kind of a bit of a pressure cooker. Oh, Henry Stowers is completely knocked unconscious there, and that does not look good at all. And he does not look too flash, and this is going to be a big stoppage in this game. I believe it was a big knock on, but it looks like Henry Stowers here is completely knocked unconscious here, and it does not look too good. So it will be Otago's ball, but we are going to have a stoppage while Henry Stowers ends up kind of regaining his consciousness and maybe getting stretched off the field here. He ends up just running straight at the line. I'm just looking to see what the original contact. Oh, he ends up catching a knee. Unfortunately, knee of Josh Dixon, and he was out as soon as he hit the ground there. Any cricket streams as well, says Danny Lewis. And we have also got the 11 p.m. one on Saturday, and that is going to be between, it will be Australia and South Africa as well. It's got their pretty good defense by Otago as well, says Sebastian. And also, come on, Otago, why you like that? As well, says Shark. And also, we have got the Azeni United Rugby Championship this weekend. There is, although there aren't any South African sides taking part in it so far. Henry Sowell is actually second most carries in the Bunnings NPC so far. But I will get up those fixtures for the URC. I believe the big one is Munster versus Ospreys. And then other than that, it is going to be Scarlets versus Benetton, Glasgow versus Leinster, as well as another fixture fins up as well, says Immortals. And also we have got the Shame. Is he okay, mate, as well, says Sharkbrain. At this stage, he is still down, but hopefully he will be able to get back to his feet or get stretched off the field. Unfortunately, it could be the case. And also Canterbury player down. It is Henry Stowers, who was praising before the match. So I really hope that he is all right here. We have got Zebra versus Edinburgh, Cardiff versus the Dragons, Connacht versus Ulster, and then Ospreys versus Munster is the last picture of the URC as well. But at this stage, Henry Sowers is still down. They are taking all of the precautions. They are showing, though, the Ramfurly Shield. This bad boy, yeah, it is going to be on the line for the match that has taken place up against Canterbury and Hawke's Bay. It's going to be a very exciting one. Yeah, hopefully it is going to be a very good match as well. That is unfortunately, though, at the same stage as the against Japan and Wallaby. So that means that I'm not actually going to be able to see that one, unfortunately, or unless I put it on a different screen at the same time, I might consider it. Come on, Henry, get a grip as well. See Sebastian, yeah, at this stage, he looks like he has made his way back to his feet, but he's certainly going to be going off for an HIA at the very least here. I would think it also, we've got the As Your Fashion hoodies, mate, as well, says Danny Lewis. It is more the case of, even though I wear hoodies, I never actually have the hoodie up. I think it's just pretty much a while ago, I decided to get a few hoodies and I just wear them because they're nice and simple, I guess you could say. But Henry Stowers making his way off the field now. And Japan versus Australia prediction, mate, says Sharp Brain. I would say that's a hard one. I'm going to say Wallabies by like 16, but I feel like it could be a lot closer in that regard as well. And June came out today, and I put myself, it is so good as well. Sorry, had to get that out of my system as well, says Scotty Dixon. And also the All Blacks lives matter, you reckon, as well, says the David David there. And the jab at this stage, Henry Stowers, he's going to be making his way off the field, which is a big shame because he is a very talented player. But Sam Dixon, he is making his debut a whole lot earlier than he would have been expecting for this fixture. So now, instead of getting probably around 20 or 30 minutes at the end of the game, he's going to be out there from 17 minutes onwards. And yeah, you got to hope that he is up to match fitness because of the fact that he will certainly be out there. I would say the rest of the game, I would find it very surprising if Henry Stowers is not concussed, but he shouldn't be allowed back out on the field, I wouldn't think, after being completely kind of knocked out. My voice is struggling today. I don't know why. We haven't really done too many live streams recently, and also we have got the if Japan win, you will shave your eyebrows as well, says Immortals. Don't think so. I think that one is a deal that I wouldn't want to take because I can't see Japan. Like, I feel like they actually have got a chance because it is going to be at Iwata Stadium, which gives them a huge home advantage. Please shave your eyebrows if Japan wins, mate. As I see Sharp Brain, but now it's going to be Vilamoni Kuroi kicking it in behind. It's going to be finding touch just outside of the 22, 25 metres out from the line. And now it is going to be Canterbury who have once again got the line out. Oakland Raiders are the equals the All Blacks as well. What if USA win? As I says Immortals, it's still a case of, I mean, it's nice for the live stream, but then you guys don't have to go out in public with no eyebrows for about the next 3 or 4 weeks while they grow back. It is the kind of different situation there. And we've got a lot of live streams. We've got the whole Cricket World Cup that I would have to do eyebrowless if that was the case. And now the State Prince taking that one just outside of the 22. Driving forward straight away, Sam Dixon getting his first carry on debut for the Bunnings NPC. It looks like Kittle's going to be putting this one high. And it is going to be chased hard by Saki Naholo, trying to line it up. A little bit of a knock-on from the man. Knocked back there for Sam Gilbert, who's got the ball on the halfway line at the moment. Dragged down by Sam Derry. There's a huge amount of Sams out there on the field as well. Now it's going to be Ainsley with the step. His name is not Sam, it is Jermaine. Hamilton now going back across Ricky Jackson. The carry there as well. Daniel Leonard-Brown almost trying to get in that breakdown. Not quite able to turn it over. Now it's going to be a bit of a spin there for Josh Honick. Still available for Otago, almost going backwards a little bit, trying to use the backline now. It's going to be a charge down there for Sam Gilbert's kicking now. Bunavai trying to push it forward. Manasa Mateli, he's going to be back in his space, and he has been able to get it, did he? I believe he actually might have gotten that one down. No, it was taken forward. 5 metre scrum as the call. Has been taken back by Josh Ioane there. That was very close as well. Hamish's Calway playing tomorrow. Calway. I assume that's Andrew Callaway, and he is indeed. He's going to be out on the right wing for this match, and then they are going to have Tom Wright, I believe, out on the left for them as well. We have got the OMG, didn't make that's awesome as well. Says it was David Davin, and also surely Japan won't win. You should do it and ask Cash if Australia win as well, says Danny Lewis. And also we have got there, my wicked snatch, my crops are watered, taxes are paid, my acne is cleared, and June did it all as well, says Katie Dixon there. And also we have got there, if USA scores a try, then you will have to make, they will make a movie about it as well, says Sharp. And also we have got there, and it's going to be like the Mighty Ducks as well. And there says Katie Dixon. They're actually checking this one. I actually thought first initially it was a try for Manasa Mataele, but they said that Josh Ioane was able to take it back here, but I think it was a little bit of an awkward one for him. This could be a try to Canterbury, and that would be a very big kind of disappointment for Otago with the way that they have been able to attack throughout this match so far. They really wouldn't want this one to be called as a try. It says 24 minutes. We're only up to 19 at this stage. So at this stage, Josh Ioane chasing this ball, ends up with that ball under the... Oh, did he lose control of it? Okay, we're just looking for it. Co Tompkinson is in the wrong place at the wrong time there for us. I don't think Mataele actually had his hands perfectly on the ball to be able to put pressure on. Why don't you wear rugby shirts and collect them as well, says Danny. And also, since you're a rugby fan as well, I believe I have got 2 or 3 kits, but they are the Chiefs, the Waikato kit, and then also an All Blacks t-shirt. Okay, it's going to be carried back by Blue, and it's going to be a 5-metre scrum now for Canterbury as well. We have got there low, I'm sure. We'll stream the red carpet at the June premiere as well, says David. And also reckon we will see a Try Fest Sunday morning as well, says Novmum. Yeah, hopefully we do get to see a few of them throughout that match. I know that the All Blacks are heavily the favourites. And the USA, I believe I saw an interview where they said that they're not really expecting to win this game, but they just want to try and get that experience and also just work hard to see whether or not they can kind of compete for the early stages of that one. I believe Vanapola executing nice 50-22s for Saris Loha Kese. It was a very good one. We saw it live in that game up against Bath. Absolutely nailed it, that man. And I believe he wasn't quite able to get a try, but he was very close a few times throughout those matches as well. We have got the Otago. It's really disappointing right now. They should have had a try by now as well, say Sharp Brain. Now, at this stage, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble because it could be Canterbury off the back here. It's going to be Sam Dixon now on debut. He's reached out and he scored the try in Canterbury. The team who have been able to get the first one. First touch almost of the match for Sam Dixon, and he has been able to get this one. And we are going to put that one on the try scorers list for this match as well. We will go here. Otago, they have not been able to score a try yet, which is very rough for them. They have been very close many times, but a lot of pressure there. And he was just able to get off the back, Sam Dixon, and score himself a try as well. On debut, what a way to start the match for the man. He's only been out there about 3 minutes. Canterbury try scorers. And we will add Sam Dixon to that list as well. Dixon in the 20th minute almost, or the 19th. So now at this stage, they have been able to take the lead, Canterbury. Okay, we will add that one. There's nice. And now we have got a try as well. That one's gone straight over from Fergus Burke. And it does mean that it is going to be 7-0 at the moment for Otago. Fergus Burke, he originally wasn't going to be out in the starting lineup either. It was actually going to be Debreczini. So I'm not too sure how long he has been out there, or if he's been out there the whole time. I have hardly noticed him as well. We have got the use your teams you made on Fan Hub Rugby Challenge for as well, says Cooper. So yeah, hopefully they were the right ones in that regard, and they were close to the squads as well. We have got the Otago. Can Otago hit back, or will they knock it on again as well? See Sharp Run also try in there from it is Junji. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And also we have got the I've been in the chat since the beginning. But I don't think my messages didn't come through. I don't know what happened. And also try, says Sebastian there as well. What's in the box? Oh, it's a penalty to Otago. Now at this stage, Kane Hamilton wants the ball from Kito. 22 metres out. Do Otago take the 3 points here, or do they go for the corner? I feel like they almost have to consider the corner here because of the fact they have tried going for the 3 a few times. It hasn't worked out for them. So now Josh Ioane, he's going to be kicking it for this corner, and they are going to be hoping to get themselves back into this match. Maybe that is the try that Canterbury needed to kind of make Otago kick it into the next gear and really be clinical in the later stages of this one. But it was taken nicely by Waisaki Naholo, tackled there by Vitamoni Karoi, who did get almost straight on the ball. Was indeed, I believe it was Josh Honick, and you weren't shifting him too easy. And also we have got the, can we travel to New Zealand next year? Oh, that's a good question. I believe the borders are still shut at this stage. But travel between New Zealand and Australia, I believe, is kind of changing in the kind of near future. In about December, I think they are going to be opening that up without the quarantine process. But yeah, we'll still be closed for a little while. So it might be sometime next year that they do open up the borders. Gone down for the rolling ball for Otago, only going to be 5 metres out here. Kane Hamilton, a lot of pressure on him. Shut down by Fergus Burke, and now it's going to be a little knock on. And the scrum feed now going into the side of Canterbury once again. And tell you what, Kane Hamilton not too happy at the moment. Being a bit fired up with Kitto and also having a chat with Daniel Leonard Brown there. Also, we over there go for the line. That guy will miss it as well, says Joe Brandon. Also 90% backs. Target for NZ, that'll never happen as well, says Johnny Blaze there. And also my chat has been balking out a lot lately, and sometimes, or someone's messages were being deleted before our eyes too. It was like the government was watching us. Yeah, it was actually Mark's, wasn't it? But we have worked out that with a VPN for him, it does actually let him continue watching. So something to do with Mongolia meant that his chat kind of kept on getting deleted, which is a little bit interesting there. But 19 minutes through this one at the moment, 7-0 to Canterbury in the early stages. But Otago have it all of the attack. It is just one solid attacking move from Canterbury that were able to get themselves into the position of winning this match at this stage. But they will both be chasing the bonus point. If Canterbury win this, they will be up in the top 4 for that semi-final. Yeah, it's Marks as well, says Katie Dixon. It's once again going to be the push from Canterbury. Decent push from Otago, and they have been able to hold steady now. It's going to be Dallas McLeod trying to step. Dragged down by Josh Ioane, only 10 metres out from the line at the moment. Fergus Burke looking for the touchline, creating the angle. It's a good kick downfield. Vilamoni Karoi takes it quickly back across to Gilbert, who is on the halfway line at the moment. Vahakolo looking for the 50-22. It's been charged down nicely, though, by Bunavai. Now it's going to be back in the hands of Manasa Mateeli. Almost looked like he was trying to uppercut the man, which would have been an interesting tactic. Right now at this stage, looks like it will be Kitto will be using this one. Going back into the hands of Gibson now. Mitchell Gibson it was. I think I called him Matt earlier on. Kitto now going to be putting this ball high for the box kick. Manasa Mateeli chasing. Taken beautifully by Sam Gilbert, though. And now Otago have been able to get this one back in their possession. Still available. There's a little bit of a rough breakdown. Dylan now trying to break through the tackle, dragged down by Gibson once again, who has been busy throughout the early stages of this game. Ainsley now trying to get the step going. The big loose head prop, or the tight head prop, sorry, now Josh Ioane going back. It looks like they are just going to be kicking this one straight down the middle of the field. A few metres out from the line. In fact, it's gone into the in goal. And now Che Waiaki, he's got quite a long boot, and he is going to be returning fire straight back down the field. And that is going to be found into touch as well. We have got there. If you could be any celebrity, who would you be and why? Says Danny Lewis. That is a tough question. Indeed, I might have to think about it just a little bit and get back to you in just a short moment as well. We have got there another knock on as well, says Sharp Brandon. Also, I mean, if the USA win, Hamish will buy us all a meal as well, says Aiden there. And also, we have got there in the chat as well, did someone get knocked out? They did indeed. It was actually Henry Stowers who did get knocked out. And then the man who came on the field for him, Sam Dixon, was able to score the first try of the match for Canterbury. That was very impressive in that regard. The fact that he is on debut and he's only been out there for a few minutes, already has a cap and already has a now try to his name as well. And straight on the ball there, almost Sam Dixon was able to get that one again. I guess any celebrity, that's a tough one. I feel like something to do with rugby would be pretty cool. Or even maybe even a commentator if they are considered celebrities as well. Now at this stage, 50 metres out at the moment. Otago just out from their own 40-metre line, and Josh Ioane looking for the touchline once again. A little bit of a nothing kick, and it's gone straight into the hands of Manasa Mateeli. Chip and chase there. He has been taken out there. And now Josh Ioane going to be getting this one back for Otago. It's going back and forth here, so stamina will be an important factor. I believe Luke Romano just had a collision with, I think it was Sam Derry, which wouldn't have felt too comfortable. But now at this stage, a little bit of a sell of the dummy Ricky Jackson. Now it's Co Tompkinson backing himself, looks for the offload, but gives it straight to Kiddo. And now Jay Waiaki going to be kicking it back downfield. It's a massive kick as well down the middle of the park, and it's going to be pulling up just out from the goal line of Otago. Freedom Vahakolo now having a look for the touchline, and he has done so, and now 20 or 30 metres out actually from the line of Otago. Canterbury are going to have the line out once again. It's got the Otago. It's so useless. I didn't know New Zealand players can knock on as well. And also we have got the, on a serious note, now that we know the All Black squad, what is a realistic score prediction for the Eagles game? They have gone with quite a few young players in there for the All Blacks, but I feel like still around that 50 points or something kind of margin might be on the cards. Taken nicely by Luke Romano. Now Kitto passing it back across to Dixon once again. Looking dangerous when he has had the ball in hand so far, scoring the lone try of this match. Now it's going to be a beautiful inside ball. Dallas McLeod takes it into contact, but Ainsley able to slow him down and able to make the tackle on him as well. So far, the defensive work of both sides has been pretty impressive. No one really going anywhere when they do end up trying to pierce the gap. And now Fergus Burke almost tackled a little bit high by Ainsley. Now around the side, Kitto once again trying to pierce that gap. About 4 Islanders players. It's going to be the penalty to Canterbury, though. Unfortunately, they had 2 players who didn't quite roll away. So that is going to cause the penalty as well. And also, so who is the celebrity as well, says Danny Lewis? I guess celebrity. I'm trying to think of one. off the top of my head. Celebrity, what is considered a celebrity? I'll just go The Rock. Here we go. Don't know. We also got the other sheep and the Otago emblem, mate, as well. Says Shark Brain. They are indeed for this one, although I believe they've got, normally it's an O with the kind of yellow through the middle. I know that that's Canterbury's one, but I'm not too sure whether or not that is the Otago one that they use at the moment. Is that 50 in the second or first half, mate, as well, says the Chris Howard. Also, we have got there. It's not a bad song to have stuck in your head as well, says Katie Dixon there on OMG. Now I've got that Mutant Ninja Turtle song stuck in my head, and also we have got the OG Mudbone as well. I'm not too sure what that is. And also we have got the Otago is useless in there as well from a little bit earlier on from Sharp. And now at this stage, Canterbury are going to be able to try and convert this one and get themselves an extra 3 points. And we'll give them a 10-point lead. And unfortunately for Otago here, they have had the better of the early stages of this match, but now Canterbury are starting to take that momentum back. If they get themselves a bonus point, I will show the table as it is sitting at the moment, but Canterbury able to convert that one with Fergus Burke. And now the score is going to be 10-0 at the moment. There we go. That is how the table is sitting at the moment. So Canterbury, they are just outside of the semi-final stage. If they get a win here, if they get a bonus point win, that is, they will actually move right up into second, above Waikato, above Wellington, and also above Tasman, which would be very impressive indeed at the moment. Wellington, they have played the extra game over anyone else, hence why they have got the friendly match up against Southland tomorrow as well. We have got there, yes, they are cheap and somewhat weak by the looks of it as well. And there, yeah, maybe. It is quite a small emblem at this stage. I see a rose down the bottom of it, but now it's going to be taken nicely by Luke Romano, 22 metres out at the moment from his own line, and able to take the contact. Faiths leaves OG Mudbone, Johnny Depp, and Wesley Pipes as well. Says Johnny Blaze Ever now. Kito going to be firing this one high once again. Going straight into the hands of Gilbert, just inside of his own territory now, driving through the gap, almost able to link up there. Sam Gilbert, brilliant tackle from Jaeger though, driving him right backwards. Hamilton now gives it off to Joshuani. Reinu with the cellar, the dummy, and he's got the man with him. Oh, he didn't pass it though. Once again, Otago just not quite able to find that final blow that would have gotten him the try. But now Josh Dixon driving his way forward once again. Hamilton goes back. Joshuani to Sam Gilbert. Wide cutout pass. Manata Masali. He jumps on it, finds the offload as well to Dallas McLeod. But now at the stage, Canterbury still available for them. It's almost, Otago not able to get it now, going short side to Manasa. Mataeli once again tackled by Fred Mvakola. Finds the offload to Punavai though. And at this stage, Manasa Mataeli just taking a little bit longer to get up. Kito has got an acre of space next to him, linking up with Sam Dixon. Found the offload as well, ducking the tackle. Gibson, beautiful ball on the inside. And Fergus Burke scores the try for Canterbury. That is a counter-attack and a half. A lobby pass from Otago caused the interception for Manasa Mataeli, and they have almost gone the full length of the field to score that one, and it was Fergus Burke who was able to do so. So now they're working their way very nicely towards that bonus point. Fergus Burke, we will have that one. So pretty much Joshuani Noah, Sam Gilbert, wide lobby pass. And then from there, Manasa Mataeli, beautiful offload to Dallas McLeod. Good cover defense, though, from Otago to slow them down. But then Kito finding the man to link up with, flicks it off to Sam Dixon. Beautiful offload from him. Gibson ducks the tackle with Gilbert. Another great offload on the inside, and Burke scores a try there in the 28th. And at this stage, Canterbury are now on fire for this fixture. We'll add that one to the try scorers list as well. Can someone throw Otago with the X, please? As well, says Sharp Brand. Also, Otago missed 3 shots a goal and 2 tries. They won't win today, I guess, as well. And also, we have got in the chat, this commentary is fast. I like the cricket commentary. You read the comments a bit more as well, says Danny Lewis. It is hard to juggle for the rugby games because of the fact that we got the phases kind of back to back to back rather than the cricket where we got kind of the balls and the overs as well. So they are slightly different pace, but that is a beautiful ball on the inside for Fergus Burke. And he was able to score it as well. Nothing works for Otago as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, unfortunately for them, just hasn't been going right. They had the better of the first kind of 15 minutes or so. They had a few opportunities, weren't able to make the most of it. And now Canterbury are sitting 17-0 up after 30 minutes. And they have they're halfway to their bonus point already at this stage. Canterbury, Luke Romano taking it nicely just inside, or just outside now of the own 22 as well. And this is why I always take eggs with me when I watch the rugby as well. Says Sharp Braid at this stage now. Kito passing it back to Daniel Leonard Brown. Ripped away though for Otago. Now Ainsley going for the counter-attack. The big prop trying to drive his way forward. And at this stage, Otago, they need a try and they need one soon. C.O. Tompkinson with the step as well. Dragged down on the 22 once again. Stowers. It was Princep trying to get that one. Josh Dixon now trying to pierce the gap at the end. Straight on the ball, Brody McAllister. Not able to steal it though. Ricky Jackson now has Josh Honick with him, trying to go for the rolling maul a little bit here. Hamilton once again going to be going the short ball to Ray Nu'u. Going to be dragged down nicely once again by the Canterbury defence. That is just not letting them make any territory at the moment. Oh, and Luke Romano straight on the ball as well. Wins himself the penalty for his side. And also we have got there, will this motivate Otago to score at least one try in this game? I'd like to think so. That maybe we will be in that situation. Also, one day we'll have cams on the mods, and mods can read comments for Hamish as well. So Jackson, maybe one day we will be able to work out kind of that pattern or kind of that layout, I guess you could say, as well, because of the fact we've done a few co-commentary live streams so far, and we have tried to work out a way of kind of doing the chat and also the game at the same time. Because of the fact that at this stage, the thing with New Zealand rugby as well is you haven't got too many stoppages in terms of, like, we've just had a line out, even though the ball only went out about 20 seconds ago, and now it's going to be Messiah Budavai out to Jay Faiaki, offload there to Dallas McLeod, now back in his space. Good low tackle on him though, and Dallin now straight on the ball that time. Not able to get it, but the turnover is good. And now Hamilton's going to have that one for Otago. Now they're going for the counter-attack by the looks of it. Dixon off to Villamone Karoi now. Passing on the outside to Joshuani, going for the kick and behind, going for the little grubber and chase. It's going to be sitting up for Waisaki Naholo. It's now going to be tackled low by Fishley. Joshuani almost straight on the ball, but not quite able to get it there. And now Otago once again going to be on defense. It looks like Prince there holding down Joshuani there. Good carry there from Brodie McAllister. And at this stage, Canterbury 38 metres out. Hey, Hamish as well. See, George, welcome in to the live stream, mate. Whereabouts are you at the moment? Do let me know, George. And also, we have got there, has there ever been a rugby game that ended 0-0? I believe there has been. Maybe not at international level, but I know at club level, someone actually said that they did go to a game and it did end up 0-0. Now it's going to be down the wing there. Sam Fishley dragged down by Luke Romano. Once again, Otago going to be going for that little kick in behind. Bouncing nicely for Kane Hamilton, and it's a brilliant kick as well, and it's going into touch only about 10 metres out from Otago's line. We have got the might turn up as well, says George. And also we have got the Otago will be lucky if they score this game. As I said, Scales Dragon also had George in the chat from Katie Dixon and the George emojis there as well. George, do you know an approximate time? Just to let me know, because I have got the green screen up, so I will have to put that back down just before you get here. So maybe if you are going to be relatively early in the second half, I could try putting it down at halftime. Perhaps at this stage, it looks like Fergus Burke. No, it's Dallas McLeod, who is down at the moment with a bit of an injury. Finger injury, dislocation possibly, but possession at this stage, 53% in the favour of Otago, 75% territory. Time in the opposition, 24 seconds at this stage for Canterbury compared to the 3 minutes of Otago, but they've scored 2 tries. I'll hit in as well, says George. And also we've got the streaming the ABs, says Izzy, we are indeed, mate. And also the game between Australia and Japan, we will be doing on this one as well. And I was in the stands at that scoreless rugby game. I didn't mind getting hit by a car on my way home as well, says Sebastian there. And it is one of those ones. 0-0. I feel like the only way to make a 0-0 game exciting is to have it that it's just going kind of end to end. And it seems like everyone's got that chance of scoring, but it just never quite happens. Golden point would have been a great thing to see, unless, of course, it went for another 10 minutes and no one scored in that one as well. But at this stage, we've had golden point about 4 times for this one so far in the Bunnings NPC. We've also got the I'll be so angry with a 0-0 rugby game. I will throw them all with rod and eggs as well, says Shark Brain. Now, at stage 35 minutes through this game at the moment, 17-0 to Canterbury. They're sitting in a very comfortable position. And it is going to be Brodie McAllister now actually making his way off the field, I believe. That's going to be interesting to see whether or not he is going to be returning. It looked like maybe he was going to get the ball, I would assume. Yeah, he was. He was just trying to find it as well. At this stage, about 15 metres out from their own line here for Canterbury. Luke Romano having a very good season so far for the Bunnings NPC as well. I'm going to have to start looking around for me little connections and whatnot for the later live stream. Or for the George to turn up as well. We'll start untangling things. I have got cables for days all over the place at this stage. But Dallas McLeod at the moment, 2 carries, 7 tackles, and also had that beautiful offload that did lead to the opportunity for Canterbury to score a little bit earlier on into this fixture as well. You will see random cables kind of coming up here every once in a while, ladies and gentlemen. I agree with that. If I had some eggs in that day, I would have turned the kickers into omelettes as well, says Sebastian. Now, the stage, Brodie McAllister with this throw sitting about 13. That's a very specific number. Stolen there by Otago now, and they're only sitting 5 out from the line now. Harrington passes it back. It's going to be Ricky Jackson now. We're trying to do the inside step. Still available here for Otago, though. They need a try, and they need it very soon. It's going to be Josh Honick now with the carry. Hamilton once again goes back, dropping the head there. It's going to be Dylan now 5 metres out of the moment here for Otago once again. Hamilton goes to Josh Dixon running high. Dragged down by Gibson, though, and now using the backline. Perhaps it's going to be Josh Ioane. Steps on the inside, goes himself, trying to reach out, still a metre short of the line. Dylan now round the side. He's going to be inches from the line now for Otago. Hamilton looking to the side, trying to find the gap. It's going to be Josh Ioane inside ball, and Freedom Vahakolo able to score the try for Otago, and they are going to try and get themselves back into the match. They have been able to see the short side gap with about 3 men as the overlap, and then it was Freedom Vahakolo. He got very close to scoring a try last week, and he has been able to score it now. In this one, we will add his name to the try scorers list, Vahakolo. That's a little bit of a trickier one to spell, but 36 minutes into this game now, and Otago have been able to score their first try of this fixture. Beautifully stolen there by Sam Fishley in the line out in the perfect part of the field, as well as Dylan now from South Africa as well. C-Sharp Brain, it's a good question. I'm not actually too sure. Might be. I don't actually know his region, unfortunately, there, but Freedom Vahakolo, he knew where the try line was because he was able to get straight over there. Any other streams tonight as well, says Kyle? I don't believe we do have any others. We are going to be probably watching the Cricket World Cup just off live stream, and Dylan now is indeed a South African as well. Hey, Kiwi lads, what's your score prediction for the All Blacks versus USA game this Sunday? Ooh. I'm going to say like maybe 10 to the US. Do I give them a try? 8 to the US. Even though I feel like maybe they'll be able to try and sneak themselves maybe 1 or 2 more tries, hopefully, and then also maybe about 70 or so to New Zealand in that one as well. And also we have got there, I would have thought Otago has the balls to score at least 1 try as well. And hello from Noah Smith as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. It is great to see you. Okay, I will put my eggs away now, as I said, Sharp Brain. That is good news because I'm sure Josh Ioane did not want to get pelted by the eggs as he is lining up this kick, and he has been able to get it this time. So now the score is 7 points to Otago and 17 to Canterbury. There are still 3 minutes left in this first half as well, ladies and gentlemen. So we have still got plenty of time. I am just looking around once again for some headphones so that when George does show up, I can switch everything up to the way that it should be. But that will be at around halftime, hopefully, as I will be able to kind of put everything into position. But now it's going to be taken beautifully by Fishley. And once again, Otago are going to be attacking. If they can score themselves 1 more before they get to halftime, they will be in definitely a position to be able to come back in this game. Josh Ioane kicking it straight down the middle of the field, just inside of the 22 now. And Trey Faiaki takes the mark. He's taken it back, though, they've said. So because of it, it does mean that he does kick this one downfield towards the touchline. Josh Ioane taking that nicely 25 metres out from his line, now going for the kick in behind. Once again, it's going to be fine in the grass, but taken nicely by Fergus Burke, who has got an acre of time to be able to kick this one way downfield into touch. He does find touch, but now quick throw taken by Otago. Sam Gilbert now going for the kick sideways. Is it going out on the full? It's close. It's going to be a 50-22, or is it? It was very close. Yes, it has just gone in from Sam Gilbert by about half an inch. And because of it now, it does mean that they are going to have the attacking line out. We also got there. Are there any fans in the stands? They have only got maybe around 20 or 50. Oh, no, there might be a few more. Yeah, about 50 to 100 people maybe in the stadium at the moment. I will inseminate. Oh, geez. Johnny Blazer also we've got there in the chat as well. Can I tell you a funny joke? Says Ollie Wilson. Go for it, mate. But at this stage now, it is going to be the scrum feed for Otago. Or sorry, the line out throw in this one. It's a 50-22 for them. And what we will be doing is we will be switching over in a very short moment. I'm just trying to prepare everything for the kind of smooth transition, I guess you could say. So what we will do is very quickly, I will end up slightly disappearing for about, oh no, tell you what, I can wait about a minute or so. I feel like that won't be too big of a problem. As I knock as well, says Ollie Wilson. Who's there? Do let me know and also come in as well. There's Sebastian there, but out of the stage, it is going to be Ricky Jackson. Back across Hamilton now goes to Freedom Vahakolo. Got this ball just outside of the 22 at the moment for Otago. Tompkinson. And the carry and going forward as well. Who's there as well? And they're from Sharp Brain. And now at this stage, we have got the what's your score prediction for Australia versus Japan game on Saturday night. I'm going to say it's a tough one. That's a very tough game to predict. But I am going to say the Australians by 16 points. Now it's going to be out the back line once again here for Josh Ioane opening up for the outside here. And it's a beautiful inside ball. Hamilton now trying to step only a few minutes short of the line now. Theo Tompkinson passes it out. It's a bounce pass into the hands of Vilamoni Koroi. He's going to be nailed in the tackle though by Sam Dixon. They've got the advantage once again here for Otago. Hamilton goes back to Dylan now, the big man. Not able to drive his way too much further. Forward little chip in mind by Hamilton, but it is going to be taken there. And it will be going back for the penalty once again. I'm betting in Australia to score more than 33 points. That is a bet I could find as well. Or that is the bet I could find, says Shark Brain. Now at this stage, it is going to be an offside. Do they take the 3 points here to get 7 points behind at halftime? Or, Yes, they are indeed. They are going to be taking it on here for Otago. So what will be happening in this very short moment, ladies and gentlemen, is we will end up going to the full screen of just the score after this kick is taken so that I can end up kind of taking down the green screen and everything along those lines to get set up for when George will be arriving. But you will still be able to see the score for about, it will be a minute or two while I am disappearing, while I'm trying to get everything else kind of set up, because I will have to move that and everything along those lines. But hopefully it does turn up at the early stages of the second half, or maybe even at halftime as well. But at this stage, Josh Ioane going to be lining up this one. 1 from 3 so far tonight. Only the 33% accuracy throughout this match so far. But if he can get this kick, they will only be 7 points behind, which probably isn't going to be too bad overall, because they started very well. But then from there, Canterbury were able to get that momentum going. And they're going to have to be very careful to make sure that that doesn't happen in the second half as well. Otago currently sitting on the 10 points with this kick going over. That guy is going to miss again. They must go for the line out as well, says Sharp Brain, although this kick relatively straight out in front here for Josh Ioane has been able to get it as well. So now the score at halftime is going to be 10 points to Otago and 17 to Canterbury. So what we will be doing is we will be disappearing for only a couple of minutes so that I can end up kind of putting the green screen down and everything along those lines. So I will be back in, I would say, only about a minute's time, but we will put it in a full screen mode so that you guys can see exactly what the score is at this stage with the try scorers as well. But we will be back in a very short moment. Right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I do see that people wanted the green screen to kind of stay around, but the reason behind it is because of the fact that I am going to have a guest with me, and we can't both fit into the kind of green screen because it is just a little bit too thin, unfortunately, in that regard. And also, we have got the green screen right Savage as well in there, and also Bruh says it was in there from Noah Smith, and also we have got the green screen is Hamish's MIA as well. Says Johnny Blaze there, and also green screens Matter Dude as well. Says Shark Brain. They do indeed, although I didn't get one that is wide enough, unfortunately, to be able to have both myself and George kind of in the kind of layout, I guess you could say, as well, because he is going to be coming around in a very short moment, which is why I am going to be doing all of the cables and everything along those lines while we have got this halftime break, because of the fact it's going to be a very exciting second half. Could be a very close one as well. It is currently 10 points for Otago and 17 at the moment for the Canterbury side as well. We will quickly add that as a scoreboard for you, ladies and gentlemen, as well. We will go like that, and we will go like that as well. There we go. And we will put that one up down the bottom. There we go. Right. So at the stage we have got there, USA wins 56-0 as well, says Big Sport in the chat as well. So we will go like this. And we will go like this. And now I cannot hear it, but that is okay. We will switch over to the other headset, and then we will be ready to go for the second half of this fix between the two sides. But George is going to be tuning up in around maybe 5 or so minutes time by the sound of it as well. So yeah, we will have to wait and see whether or not it will be a very close game between these two sides, or if it is going to be a little bit of a runaway for one of them. But we will go like this. We will move the microphone over as well, so we have got it in the middle, and then we will also be going like this. As you guys can possibly tell, I wasn't expecting the guest to be on this live stream, so I have been caught off guard just a little bit, which is why I'm frantically trying to get everything there. A lot of people will lose money on the USA game. I don't see USA scoring more than 60 as well, says Shark Brain. Yeah, it's one of those ones that I guess the TAB will probably be able to make all that money back that they do have to give out for the New Zealand side winning. if that is the case. So we will go like this. We'll go audio. We will go change that one, and we will also end up putting it as this. So now we have switched to where the other microphone. It should be that one now. And also we've got the, if that happens, it'll be a Christmas miracle as well. And also we've got the, what are the chances of an upset of USA versus New Zealand? There's a bigger chance of an upset for the Japan versus Australia game, definitely, in terms of the odds type thing. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting one to see whether or not it did happen. If it did happen, I would say it would almost, would it be considered the biggest upset in rugby history? It would have to be right up there, I would think as well. I think I've got one too many lights on myself at the moment. I look like I am a ghost, which I am, but shh, don't tell anyone. But now at this stage, that's better. We have got the miracles happen, Katie. Just asked Michael Hooper. He happens as well, says Big House Spot. And also we have got there, what about Halloween? Says Sebastian Dan, sounds better now. We can hear you now as well, says the Chaos Dragon as well. So that is good. Hopefully you guys can hear everything all smoothly. And George should be here in a very short moment, I believe. Hopefully. That is due to the fact that I have backed up the green screen just for this live stream, but it will be possibly making a return for other live streams in the future as well. We have got there in the chat. Biggest upset is easily Japan versus South Africa, USA beating New Zealand, not even close. Although at this stage, I believe Japan were they ranked higher in the world rankings, because USA at the moment, they're sitting at about 19th, aren't they? If I'm not wrong. So it is a huge difference between them, and no one's really given them any credit for being able to beat the All Blacks as well. Japan is paying $5.05 as well. And also we've got the Are You Trolling as well, says Ryan says that also we've got the better chance of finding aliens, and also I wouldn't consider Japan beating Australia an upset. As well as these cronies, and also we have got the when you hear a honk and then a cheer falling over the table, then George is here as well, says Katie Dixon. And yeah, this stage, I'm not sure what to expect from him. I believe he was earlier on doing a bit of carpooling, so I'm not too sure what else he's been up to today. And also Japan were out of the top 15 when they beat the box of the World Cup as well, says Big House Sport. But yeah, this stage is going to be very interesting. Japan will come out firing against Australia. I hope they do. I hope it is a very good match in terms of the physicality that we can expect from the Japanese forwards, and also that little bit of flair on the back line as well. And beer bottles falling out of his door as well. And also we've got there, have you got a new Xbox, says Noah Smith. Unfortunately, not yet. I did end up taking my Xbox into a shop, and they were like, it's going to cost $150 for us to look at it, not even fix it. So you're probably $150 plus another like a couple hundred maybe to fix it. So it's going to be the cost of probably a new Xbox. So because of that, I think I'm going to have to wait until the Series X kind of in stock as well. Japan, no chance as well, says Big House Sport. That's what people said in their game against South Africa. And also we've got the, can you still put the flash score, mate? As well as Shark Brain. I've actually got it as 0-0 dono, which is a little bit of the wrong sky. We'll quickly update that, but I believe I will have to do it as the one down the bottom so that we can have George in the screen as well, or else then I think putting us both next to each other like that. Oh, that's the wrong one. But this one, we might not quite be able to both. Oh, we might be able to squeeze in. We'll see how we go when he does arrive. But yeah, we will have to wait and see. We might as well have it like this just for now. And also we've got the just buy an Xbox S, the new Xbox as well, says Go. And also we've got the might as well, I'll buy a new one. As well says no, yes, wonder how the Xbox is. As well says Katie Dixon. And also Japan team is their B team, or their team B as well. And also we've got the happy to have a bit with you, Mr. Confident. Re-Japan game as well, says a Big House Sport. At this stage, he doesn't like you saying anything about the Wallabies, does he? But now at this stage, we will look at a few of the statistics to do with this match as well. Because of the fact that Otago, they had the better of the first part as well. And also we have got the Japan team as their B team as well. And the Japan at this stage, Otago and Canterbury, it's been relatively even in terms of the possession, but Otago just having that little bit of an edge. Meters carried, they've actually had more Japan, not Japan. I saw the red and saw Japan, but it is at this stage Canterbury. Also 13 defenders beaten to the 5 as well. But yeah, we will have to wait and see how it goes. Missed tackles, 14 missed tackles there for Canterbury in the first half, compared to only the 3 missed tackles, 33 tackles made by Otago, 75 made by that side Canterbury as well. I broke my arms this Noah Smith, so that is not very good at this stage. So hopefully it does end up healing up the way that it's supposed to as well. We have got there in the chat as well. Nippon team has a few Aussie in it as well. And also George will definitely fit in there, mate. G'day, how are you? We might have to squeeze you in a little bit, mate. Yeah, he's a bit flat, isn't he? Yeah, good. Just put him back.
He's a bit flat.
He's sleeping. At the stage, it's actually closer to what the score, because it was 17-0 when you left your house, weren't they? Now it's 10-17. So it's getting closer. I'll move that light a little bit for you, mate, so you can see the screen. There you go. And we're all good to go. We always got the, are there any fans at this game? Oh, they've actually got a few in the background, so maybe a few hundred.
We're not in Auckland.
Maybe. And also we've got the, wouldn't surprise me if Japan beat the Wallabies. It's the game that Japan's would lose as well. Says Robin. Also we've got there, will the South beat the North, mate? Or will we see a North whipping the South this year as well? Says Shark Brain. Overall, you would think that more Southern Hemisphere sides will beat Northern Hemisphere sides, but it's always hard to tell because of the fact that home field advantage does strange things in that regard as well. What we are going to be doing at this stage, Henry Stow is off the field with a concussion, I believe. So Sam Dixon made his way out there, and he actually ended up scoring on debut as well, which is very nicely. Here's a D. You can A there, George, as well. And also we have got there in the chat, George is in the house as well. Says David, at this stage. What is your prediction for the end of this game, mate?
I think Canterbury should wipe it away pretty clean. Otago are pretty good, but they're not as good as Canterbury. I live in Canterbury, so
yeah,
but Otago's just down the road.
It is. It's kind of a split decision, isn't it? And also we have got the move to the right, George, as well. Says it Shark Brain. I believe he is not too bad at the moment. But yeah, if we do have flash score there, then we are both kind of squeezed into this one side. Don't think. And also we have got the hopefully it's not the good Wallabies as well. Or hopefully it's not the good as well, says Sebastian. And also we have got the big G from Pip. I believe at this stage, he's gone down. Now at this stage, it is going to be going back for the scrum for Canterbury. So they were able to score off a scrum in their very first try of the match. Also, Freedom Vahakolo scoring the try for Otago right at the end of the first half, Fergus Burke. That was actually a very good full field try. And hey, George in the chat from Katie Dixon there as well. And also we have got the they certainly can, says Rob. But yeah, this stage is going to be an exciting game.
I really want to watch the Wallabies game, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
You're going to be working.
Yeah, it might be,
you have to get it going in the tractor, mate. Everyone's telling you all about it.
You can call me on Discord in the tractor and I'll answer. Vlog style.
Vlog style. Also, we have got there, don't discriminate against the Otago, mate. As well as this sharp right there.
I can do what I want.
But now at this stage, it is going to be 35 metres out for Canterbury now.
Discriminate everyone. That's not the All Blacks, all the Canterbury teams.
And also we've got the Dreamer, mate, as well. In there from David for they certainly can as well, says Rob there. But now at this stage, and it's going to be a solid scrum. Both sides pretty much not moving at all. But now Sam Dixon looking to the short side, passes it out to Dallas McLeod. He's going to be wrestled down to the ground by Faddis, who's actually already out on the field as well here. And also we have got there, I hope Otago put up a fight. I don't want to see any knock-ons as well. And yeah, at this stage, they dropped the ball just a few too many times in that first half. Sam Derry with a good carry. Everything rhymes at the moment. Fergus Burke goes back now to Daniel Leonard Brown. Offload to his propping partner. Ollie Jaeger now driving his way forward. Going short side here. Kito not quite able to get that one going. Faiaki with a good step. Around the tackle. Doesn't decide to pass. Now he offloads. Back to Kito once again. Daniel Leonard Brown. It's going to be hitting this ball up the middle of the field. It's
run it straight, G.
He might decide to. Waisaki Naholo has hardly touched the ball throughout this match.
Give him the ball. Throw it out.
Great offload, but it's going to be the knock on there for Canterbury. And now a lot of pressure there on Kane Hamilton as well. And Japan also nearly beat Ireland earlier this year. They did indeed 39-31, I believe it was. In the end, remember that Japan did beat Ireland and South Africa when people were not backing them as well, says Rob. And also we have got there, George, what's your score prediction for the US or All Blacks versus USA?
40 points.
40 points, you're saying?
Yeah.
See, I said 50. Also, and then people were saying I was going too low.
Japan and Australia. I think the Australians are prepared for Japan to try and win. Like they're prepared. They haven't done a small squad,
Yeah. And also we have got the BRB cat just decided to puke all over my floor. That is very unfortunate.
My cat shed on my bed once.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that story. Bloody Elvis, he's a cheeky bugger, isn't he?
Pretty funny. He thought it was funny. He's like to me, this is funny. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm gonna kick you in the head.
Kane Harrington now going out to Freedom Vahakolo. It's kicked out way down, Bill, close to that touchline. It's bouncing. Oh, it was almost a 50-22. But not quite there. And also, we've got there. I'll eat my hat the day Japan beats Australia as well, says David. And also, we've got there.
I could see an upset.
The way Otago knocks on you would swear Willie LaRue was playing for them as well. Says Shark Brain. Yeah, this
I like Willie LaRue.
He's a player, isn't he? Did you see the South African squad?
No, I haven't seen it. What's the go of it?
It's pretty much the
same.
It's pretty much the same, other than 2 new players and about 5 out.
So what are they playing? They're playing.
They have got Ireland, England, and also Scotland. I believe it. Oh, sorry, they don't have Ireland. They actually have Australia, No, they don't. They have England, Scotland, and their first fixture is up against Wales. That is the other team. Japan versus Aussie, 2018 Highlanders versus Chiefs as well. As anyone had a piss in the Cats sandbox when they were pissed up as well.
I pissed on the cat once.
I don't know whether you don't piss with the Zohan.
I joke.
Didn't he? You joke, yes.
I joke about these things. Yeah.
And also that day could come tomorrow or in a couple of years. Really depends on what Japan team shows up tomorrow as well, says Robin. Also, we've got there Japan has not played in a long time, so Australia should win, but you never know. So I see Shark Brain. Yeah, it's the thing. Japan, they hadn't had a game since the World Cup. They came into that game up against the British and Irish Lions and almost like they were able to keep in it for quite a wee while. So I feel like they've got to use that more, but saying that they did just have the Japanese top league as their kind of training for that one as well. So it's going to be a tough game, but at Toyota Stadium, anything can happen. Hopefully they are allowed a decent crowd for it as well. Now it's going to be Rolly Moya for Brodie McAllister. Close to the touchline, passing it back now to Kito. 45 minutes into this game at the moment. It's going to be a nice step by Isaiah Punavai.
Have they got that?
Oh, it's going to be almost stolen. Kito goes back once again. Luke Romano taken down low by, I believe it was Josh Honock or Sam Fishley, maybe. Prince Seb now driving his way forward once again here for Otago. Trying to find themselves, trying to find Canterbury. Their way over the line. It's going to be almost a ball. He's trying to stay up now. It's going to be Kiddo, little grubber of mine. It's a knock on as well, and now it's going to be the scrum feed for Otago here. Maybe it's whoever's going that way is going to be, and we have got their flash scorers saying that it's half time. They are indeed. They are lying at this stage, it's fair to say. They haven't quite got that one right. So what we might do just for now is we will pop it straight back to just us due to the fact that they are a little bit behind at this stage by the looks of it. Japan has played 2 international games this year, says Robbie. One against the British and Irish Lions, one against Ireland as well. Unless there was another one that I am forgetting as well. Japan versus Australia. Match kickoff at 5:30 p.m. New Zealand time, 2:30 Sydney time, and also 1:30 Japan local time. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty awesome game, because of the fact that you never know what to expect from a game at a stadium in Japan. Because of the fact, the World Cup was there and we saw quite a few upsets throughout that one as well. I'm excited for it. And hopefully it will be a very good game and a little bit of a prelim of the match that we are going to get to see a little bit later on. It looks like William Tucker going to be going off the field.
The Xbox.
Yeah, we took it to the store today and they were like, it's going to cost $150 for us to look at it. And that's not like even repairing it.
You're going to get a new one?
It might have to be on the cards, maybe. And also, George, are you banned from it? You are banned from Otago.
Just try and stop me, mate.
And also, I'll be back, says Noel Smith as well. They were at the stage 46 minutes in. Yeah, pretty much they were like, hey, it's going to cost you $150 for us to open it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
That's so bad, isn't it? That's such a rip-off. Like, they're not paying that guy to open it up $150 an hour, are they?
No.
They've been paid $22 an hour. And they're like, I charge us $150. It's like, come on. So I did my laptop at a store in Timbuktu, and they were so bad.
For a while.
Yeah, they do. They still haven't given it back because they texted me saying, nah, mate, it's just a write-off. They sent it all the way up to the North Island, pissed around for months. I was getting so annoyed. I just lost my shit at them one day. I was just like, forget about it. I'll just get a new one. And they're like, yeah, well, be a good idea. Yep. I'm just go away.
And also, I've got the Lance from Isaac in the chat as well. Welcome in, mate. And also, Japan licensed team in Rugby 22. That would be pretty awesome. Yeah. Seeing their team in there with their kit. And also, we have got that Hope You're Well, Isaac. And also, $150 just to look at what the heck as well, says Katie Dixon. It is a very expensive one. I believe. I want to say that if I sent it away to Christchurch, it's $50 as they'll look at it, but they only charge you the $50 rather than $150. But it's still.
Is it fixable?
I think it is. I think it's just the case of maybe giving it a bit of a vacuum and also working out the motherboard or something like that. I feel like if I tried to open it, it would cost a lot more to fix because I'll probably end up completely breaking.
Well, if you open it and send them up there, where's your $150 now? Huh? I've already opened it.
Just smash it with a sledgehammer and go like, how do you fix this thing? Battis there, kicking it way downfield into the 22 at the moment. It's become a little bit of a territory game between these two sides. Che Waiaki, he's one to look out for in the future. Taken nicely by Sam Gilbert. Good low tackle on him. Yeah, it's going to be back out the back line. Josh Ioane, wide cut out pass there from C.O. Tompkinson. Out to Philemoni Karoi. You quite like watching him play, don't you?
I like him. He's all good.
He slightly blew a try earlier on, but we won't talk about
that
one.
Bad boy.
The stage, Havington once again passing it back. Josh Ioane using the back line. Cut out past the Sam Gilbert. Great defense, though, from Dallas McLeod. And also we have got there what happened. Says Rob, pretty much we were playing the Xbox, and the Xbox ended up kind of sparked out the top, and now it won't turn on at all. Unfortunately, a beautiful ball to Josh Ioane back in his base now, trying to link up with someone. He's almost not going to need them. Great cover defense there from Mitch Gibson. Get him back there for Canterbury, but now inside of the 22 at the moment for Otago. Dylan now drops the head. Still on the side of Otago. Hamilton once again passing it back. Step from Theo Tompkinson. Getting a hug from Luke Romano. That would be a very friendly one. How much time left at this stage? We are sitting 49 and a half minutes in. 48 and a half, and that's going to be the penalty to Canterbury. Sam Dixon able to get in there on debut. Came out from the concussion of Henry Stowers a whole lot earlier and has already scored a try. Just got himself a turnover as well. And just steal an Xbox from your bro as well, says Kyle.
From me.
I feel like that wouldn't go well.
I feel like I'd let him do it just so I could, like, torture him. He'd have me here, be playing with it, and I'd be like, turning it up, and I'd be like, hey, how are you, Hamish? You well?
The thing is, his Xbox is very distinctive, isn't it?
Because it's the exact same as yours, but
yes,
it's
except
got stains
I was going to say it's got all your stains on the top
from like chocolate milks, you know.
Also, not just surviving, not much as well. Says I mentioned there, and also we've got there. Is that a Numia Almaya contractor?
No,
contracting jumper.
No, this is just a Stony Creek jacket.
Stony Creek, nice one, mate.
Sponsored. Having a shower.
Yeah.
Anyone got a house to live?
The stage Canterbury
run it straight
once again. Run it straight off the back of the rolling ball. They've actually fumbled that one. So he threw it straight to you. And at this stage, you have got the, can you say Mason is cool? Because I live in Dunedin, Shuts, New Zealand as well, says Sports Bros. Welcome into the live stream, Mason. It's great to see you, Hamish. Are you going to be doing any cricket matches tonight? Not tonight, although I do know that Sri Lanka are going to be taking on someone to see whether or not.
I was like, I don't like cricket, but then I could come in and like criticize them on how they play cricket.
Right. Would you do it at 11 p.m. at night?
No.
Because that's the earliest game.
Yeah.
And then 3 a.m. as well. We've got the low scoring game. This is as well, says Justin. Yeah, at the moment it's been a little bit of a stalemate for a little while in this one as well. And you put what in your Xbox as well? Wait, you put what in your Xbox? I didn't put anything in there, I don't believe, but it is just a case of, I did take it to the shop and they were like, yeah, nah, if we want to open it up, you're going to have to pay us $150 plus whatever it costs to repair it. So more than likely it was going to be looking at a price of a new Xbox for the old one as well. And now it's going to be fed in once again here for Otago off the back there. Dylan now gives it to Hamilton now just inside of their half. Josh Ioane going for the little grubber in behind. It will not be a 50-22 if it finds touch, but Jay Faiaki. A lot of pressure on that man. Faddis able to make the low tackle. Cross down to Waisaki Naholo. Passing it back to Dallas McLeod.
Come on, get some.
Almost a good low tackle on him by Dylan. Now straight on the ball, though. Not able to get it.
Stupid little.
No, it's going to be dropped there by Sam Terry. Little fumble. And now it's available for Otago with the knock-on advantage as well. And it's now an even further advantage. Penalty advantage. Cut out pass. And it is going to be going back now.
Cheeky. Scrapping out there.
Cuddle with Villamanikaroi, $150 just to open it and look inside as well, and also just to look at it and not repair it. I got to be kidding. No. But no, it was the case of, pretty much they were just like, it's 150 for us to kind of look at it and see how it goes. So pretty much at that stage, it's going to be the case of, unfortunately, more than likely I might have to go somewhere else.
What was the place that you went to?
Just somewhere in Timaru.
What was the name?
I don't want to out them.
Do we want money?
No. So good. And also, what city in New Zealand are you? We're actually from a small town in South Canterbury, which is why this game makes it so difficult to pick a winner. Because the fact that he loves
Canterbury, because I like Christchurch more than Dunedin.
I'm in the middle, so I'm got halfway in there. George does not approve, or Otago does not approve George's comment as well. And also, it was just some spontaneously combusted, and it did it on stream too as well. Says Katie Dixon and Dunedin, and also we have got there. Also, if you complain, you'll get the discount 200 to open it up as well. Says Sebastian. So pretty much, I think we ended up just saying we might consider it, but we might come back later on.
They don't care.
For that one. This stage, it is going to be a 5-meter line out here for Otago. 52 minutes into this game. That is a stash and a half of Ollie Jaeger, isn't it?
Yeah, he looks horrified.
And also, how much would it cost for it to be fixed? $500 this is Rob. I'd probably say an extra, at least probably minimum 100 more.
And that's for an Xbox that is how old?
About 4 years.
4 years. So you're going to be replacing it in the next 2 years. So it's the sort of thing where you spend that money, get it fixed, and then you have to spend another You know, like you might as well just
Roland Mullier maybe opening up here for Otago, trying to march their way forward just a little bit. I believe it's Liam Coltman at the back there, not really going forward, but now it's kind of creeping a little bit sideways towards the try line, actually. It's gone down about 3 meters short, and it's going to be now the scrum of Canterbury as well. Otago just taking a little bit too long to be able to get that out. Hamish, if you live in Canterbury, why do you support the Chiefs as well, says Aiden? The reason I've got the Chiefs kit is because of the fact that it was said to me by one of you guys, so to show appreciation for that, I always wear it anytime the Chiefs are playing, even when they're not playing sometimes. I will put it on as well. I don't actually have a Crusaders kit or anything along those lines. But because of the fact that we're halfway in between two sides, it pretty much means that I find it very easy to be impartial for those matches of Super Rugby because I absolutely love watching all the games as well. Yeah, but we're almost north of Otago as well.
Yeah, but any cricket that you play was all Canterbury cricket, you know what I mean? You represent your, you know.
That's nice. But also, they are stealing your money as well, says Rob. Yeah, so we ended up taking it away and not doing that deal at this stage.
No.
But yeah, this stage. It does mean that the gaming channel probably still going to be on hold for another little while. I will buy you an Xbox if you say Otago is going to win, as well as this Shark Brain. I'll take that deal. Otago is going to win this match, mate. If you want to send the old Xbox down.
You can leave.
At this stage now, it's going to be Sam Dixon out the back here for Canterbury.
They don't be winning any scrums.
Kato once again in the pocket there for Fergusberg, looking for the touchline, and he has been able to find a decent kick there. Yeah, the Bristol Bears jersey still the most expensive ones. Oh, they're close to it.
Gaming channel. We don't have to do gaming. I can do. What do you guys want to see us do?
Yeah,
Hamish eat some grass.
What?
We got cornhole.
We do have cornhole. We should probably explain what cornhole is for those who don't know. Katie knew what cornhole was.
Yeah, Katie's all good.
But it's pretty much when you throw a hacky sack into a hole. Pretty much, I guess, is the way to kind of sum it up as well. You can actually buy a suit for the price of a Bears jersey as well, says Sebastian. So that is crazy, the fact that they are charging so much. Liam Coltman now going to be going there. Yeah, they won't be selling too many this year, I wouldn't think, but now it's going to be Freedom Vahakolo. Going to be picked up and dropped there. Mikapoya be out on the field, replacing Dallas McLeod on the midfield as well. Do you have Messenger? Because can I have your Messenger? Because if you have Messenger, can I have your name as well? Says Sports Pro. We do have an Instagram for the Kiwi Lads, which is the _Kiwi_lads. If you don't want to check that out, but now it's going to be Liam Coleman once again passing the ball back. Josh Ioane now, Sam Gilbert trying to break the way through. At the moment, they just can't quite get there. Almost kicked him, his teammate in the head, should say there. Dylan now once again driving forward. They just don't stop attacking there at Otago, but they need a try, and it's going to be an inside ball. Freedom Vahakolo. Dragged down once again here, 55 minutes in, and that looks like it's going to be close to a turnover, and it's a penalty to Canterbury once again.
Canterbury.
Ollie Jaeger, the scary man.
Jaeger's like, that's right, dudes. Kill everyone.
Does he look like a guy who would use dudes?
Yeah.
He's
looks
Irish.
Like the sort of guy.
Do Irish people say dude?
So
we've got that cornhole yeet. Is on there from Katie.
Yeah, so we got a video of me and Hamish playing cornhole. We don't know if it's very good though. We did it in the evening. The lighting's a bit off, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
but we're keen to anything because we obviously can't do gaming because you don't have an Xbox. But then it's the sort of thing where we can just do flight simulator. We can even just do a stream. We just spin a yarn with yous.
Yeah,
I played Rugby Challenge. He plays whatever, and then we just spin a yarn with yous. You know?
Yeah, go get an Xbox Series X as well.
Oh, Jordan, don't ask for your opinion, mate.
Do you know whereabouts you can buy one at the moment, Jordan? Because I do know. I looked on Xbox's website. I tried to order one from Xbox, and they were like, we don't have any stock, sorry. So you can't actually get one. I see that they're selling them on Trade Me and whatnot for like way above the price that they normally are. But
you probably order one in and they'll leave me into a room. You go in there and just say, because they'll have ones coming in. They'll have them. New ones on the way in, but you probably have to pre-order them. And you go up. Have you been up there though and have a look in there?
Nah, they at the moment, I believe I looked on their website and they were like sold out in store and also
the website sometimes is wrong though.
You think they're hiding them?
Well, I've asked them and Harvey Norman and see what they're all up to.
And all those Bears fans who spend a small fortune on the jerseys and they are playing like they are as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, you got to feel bad for them. Because of the fact, Rame Kapoya, but you got to feel bad for that man. He's only just come out on the field and he's already getting strapped up for the knee as well. I hope that's not too serious of an injury for that man. 56 minutes into this game at the moment. Still 17 points to Canterbury. Otago for the 7-pointer to get it to golden point.
Well, Canterbury's ahead.
Yeah, but 7 points would
It would
change that a
appear
little
for
bit.
the last 10 minutes has been Otago's way, yes, but things change.
They do indeed.
Can the Crusaders wannabes?
That's
Can
pretty
they
much
score when the momentum shifts? I can't move my head, mate.
The cable's not very long, is it? At this stage, Canterbury, they are sitting on 18 points, just outside of the top 4.
Yeah.
The semi-final is just around the corner. They need this win
Yeah.
to be able to get themselves towards that
But
kind of playoff stage.
the next momentum swing they have their way, will they score? Is what's Otago's defense like? Are
They're decent. They've been doing decently so far. Denzel now is going to be making his way out onto the field, and that is replacing Luke Romano. Straight away, he's been able to take that one nicely. Reed Prinsep now out the back line. It's going to be in the middle. Punavai having to carry 40 metres out. Why don't you try a PlayStation as well? Says Aiden, I would if all of my friends didn't have Xboxes. Because of the fact
so
that
annoying how you can't play cross console.
Not on pretty much any game that we do play anyway.
Yeah.
Sadly. But now at this stage, Kito going short side. Daniel Leonard Brown linking up on the outside. Burke out now to Gibson. Hamilton off the field now, and that's going to be replacing him, Ascot as well. And one night, you showed us some pics. One of them was of Yoel, Hamish, George, and Isaac. Daniel eating M&Ms and then falling over while eating M&Ms. Did you say that was a vid? Show us that as well. One night you showed us a pitch of them. Them was of Yoel or Daniel eating M&Ms and then falling over.
Was it one of the nights we were on a night out or what?
Was it GTA? Or no, GTA, because I know you were scoffing M&Ms on one of those live streams. You finished about a bag in about 10 minutes. You just went straight through them. We've got a few interesting videos. We used to have the couch out in the studio, which is where we kind of tried to used to try to do the videos. But George got that many mini M&Ms down the side of the couch that it's pretty much a colourful mess down the side of the cushion now.
I go hard, you know what I mean?
Brennan Varcolo, Dixon now off to Ainsley as well. And also, what did your mum and dad say about your Xbox? Says Kyle, they found it slightly amusing, probably because of the fact I showed them the clip as well of me jumping because of the fact that jump wasn't a very manly jump, was it? I don't know whether or not we quite like that as well. All the Kiwi lads own Xboxes. The multiplayer stream will be out of the equation as well, says Sebastian. Also, can you come to Dunedin and meet me at Bathgate Park at Sunday? We PM, please. I am a big fan, number one fan to Go Kiwis as well. Says Sports Bros. I think we've only just met you about earlier on the live stream. And Hamish, if you ever go to Canterbury, what are the chances of hanging with the Kiwi lads as well? Says Aiden. Oh, I feel like.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe one day we can go to a rugby game and meet up with some of you guys as well. Going to be Josh Ioane now with this opportunity to hit this one from 40 metres out. This would make it only a 4-point game as well. You were like out in the forest or something. There were old forbidden pics from your hard drive you were showing us as well. Says Katie Jackson, that would have been hide and seek.
Yeah. We could maybe get some of those together and
maybe
put a funny little montage of us.
I found a video of me and Isaac playing Skate 3, and our voices are like, and now at this stage, going straight over.
Yeah, I could ask Hamish for some of those old things, and then I can make a little video out of them just while Hamish's Xbox gets. We've also got Shadow Band on TikTok.
You managed that one, didn't you?
I don't know what we did wrong, but it's not really working. So I'm going to wait. I have to wait like another week and a half till it's sort of gone, and then I can. But if you guys are new, go and like the Kiwi Lads Gaming TikTok channel.
There
we upload funny clips of me and Hamish doing whatever the hell we do.
Dylan, now, get in this ball. Can he get himself going towards the try line here? Because at this stage, if Otago can score 2 more tries from here, they don't get the bonus point. But they will secure themselves a spot in the semi-final. All controlled there by Che Whaiaki. The Kiwi Lads live on Twitch as well. My dream is a Nintendo Lite as well, says Sports Pro. I guess one day we would. Have you ever had like a Nintendo Switch or something? You had a PSP, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's been dropped there. A lot of pressure there at the moment on Canterbury as well. I was there. Wait, what? Shadow Band as well.
Yeah. When TikTok say we don't approve of the content you're uploading, and then they sort of make it so that your videos don't go on the For You page. So it means that the followers are the only ones that see it. So you get 9 followers, 9 views. Whereas before we get like 150 something views. So.
Beautifully taken by Josh Ioane there. And also we have got there, is there any new games coming out that might be good? I believe Farming Simulator. If my console is not fixed by Farming Simulator 22, we are 100% getting that on PC.
Yeah.
Oh, good hit there from Waisaki Naolo. Wrestled C.O. Tompkins in a little bit. At this stage, I would say the one thing that's been letting Otago down just a little bit more than any other stage has been, well, that was almost a dirty little tactic there. Look at that.
What's he doing?
A little bit of a ruck in there.
Number 19 from Otago. Naughty.
It's something you don't really see in current game.
Typical Otago players.
What would we at this stage? We are 61 minutes into this one. Joshua, little jump of mine is going to be taken. Oh, my God. Someone just flung himself out. Dylan now flying his way forward up to the 22 now, and that's going to be diving out at the knees now. It's going to be Ascot passing it back. Josh Ioane with a step. And he's shut down by Reed Principe advantage over here as well. At this stage, Ascot once again going back to Dylan now, made a huge amount of meters now. It's going to be the advantage here for Canterbury, and they would be within 1 point if they don't score here, but if they do, they will take the lead for the first time in this match. Josh Dixon now around the side. Great tackle on him, though, by Sam Derry. His opposite number straight on the ball, and now it's going to be the penalty as well. If you meet me, can I have $100 as well? Says Sorts Bro. Wait, so we're paying for a meet and greet.
I don't think this is going to work.
I feel like it's tempting of an offer.
You know what you can do?
No.
You can buy me an energy drink, a peanut slab, right? And you get Hamish a hooker.
Or an Xbox service. So talk bad about it, please, as well. Right there. Josh Ioane, a little chip in behind here. Tell you what, he just threw himself at it, Sam Dixon. He's actually landed almost not as bad as it could have been there.
He's dead.
Dylan now, in the end, it's going to be an easy 3 points once again here for Josh Ioane to be able to go for the corner conversion. He's missed 2 so far throughout the early stages of this game. Wait a minute. Did they actually take on the 3 here, Otago, or are they going for the corner? 3 more points they have said. So what we will do is we will update that, and it will be Otago sitting on 16 points and Canterbury sitting on this 17th. That's only going to be a 1 point contest at the moment. Otago need to try as well. Paying people to come to your meet and greet as well.
It's got a drug deal.
Dixon. At this stage, we are just going to see Dixon. He ends up jumping up.
He goes for the ball, though.
Yeah, he ends up kind of. Let's get there. If I ever go to Canterbury, I'll pay $100 to you boys for a video as well. Says Aiden, what would the video be? Aiden, do let us know. What are your ideas at this stage? Dylan now going off the field. Big shift put in by the number 8 for Otago. Getting a cuddle as well for his troubles. And now at this stage, 17 minutes left in this one. Only 1 point different. If is Otago scored or scared to go for a line out as well? Maybe. At this stage, they wanted to get within that 3 points because they could still win this game from here. Same match fixing as the NRL as well.
Cheeky, I like it. Game's corrupt, isn't it?
Leo Willie at this stage making his way out onto the field. Stilo Klein now trying to knock it back there by Sam Derry, but it is going to be available for Otago once again. And something about Otago's home games seems to always be a close game. Like they had a close game with Southland also. Oh, it's going to be dropped there. And now at this stage, the handling errors are coming thick and fast for Canterbury here. Doing you for a rugby stream or a hide and seek or something as well. There's Aiden there. Imagine hide and seek at Orange Theory Stadium.
We're going to do it when we get bigger, mate.
Maybe. We'll have to send them a letter.
Yeah.
Say, hello.
Hello.
Can we hide in your stadium? And they'd be like...
We're a rugby YouTube channel and we want to do something different.
Oh, just dropping that one, Shay Fire. He saw the man charging straight at him. And because of it, it did mean that it is going to be now the scrum 45 metres out. And Otago have taken all the momentum at this stage. You are my favourite YouTuber as well. Says Philip Rose. Thank you very much, mate. And New Zealand Rugby Mafia at it again as well. Says Sebastian.
You want to scrap it out, mate?
All over the keyboard. 57%, that's going to be, once again, another scrum reset here between the two sides. 57% possession, 71% territory. Look at that stat for time in opposition 22. Less than a minute for Canterbury. 7 minutes for Otago so far throughout this match. Yet
they got 15 minutes for Canterbury to score again. Come on, they can do it.
Sebastian is getting the laughing. So there is also my sis. My sis is
Emma here. Who's your sis, bro?
And also at this stage now, Ascot has got the scrum feed. Who's going to score the final try of this match?
Canterbury.
Who's going to score at the
I
exact
don't know.
player?
Canterbury are crap.
I feel like my sucking the holo's got to
feel
do
like
something in
they're
this game.
shit.
And now it's going to be now Villamodi Karoya, beautiful offload to CO Tompkinson. I think at this stage, next try almost wins this game. I want to see at Christchurch Stadium as well. Tell George, Otago is awesome as well. Otago is awesome.
No, man, I quite like Wellington. Wellington's quite a
Wellington,
cool
that's quite a cool side.
Southland all days long.
Oh, it's beautiful drawing pass there. Freedom Park, goal it back on himself. He is out. He's not too heavy, Freedom Vahakolo there.
Slap on the ass.
And also, we have got this. Sorry, I was meant to say my sister is here too as well. Says Sports Pro. At this stage, Jay Flyaki, is he going to be able to get the try for Canterbury? Because I feel like at this stage, Otago would take the 3 points if they get the opportunity.
You know who's corrupt? Our government.
Good. At this stage now, it is going to be the replacement here. Donaldson will be having a kicking opportunity. I saw Mitch Barr doing a bit of barking.
He's just got himself a few more meters.
It's a decent kick downfield. Wellington will waste. Southland tomorrow as well, says Shane. And also finding people isn't enough. You have to tackle them as well, says Sebastian there. Also, we've got the hide and seek at Eden Park then. As well, says Aiden.
We did it at a park and we got scared.
Yeah.
We're doing it in cemetery like this.
We were hiding. The thing is with that, seemed like a good idea at the time. But when you're hiding behind a tree and someone comes along walking their dog and their dog walks up to you while you're in a bush.
And you're like, get out of here, scram!
And the person's like, come here. Then you feel like maybe it wasn't the right idea.
Because that's the thing, like we were there with sheep and stuff. And like you'd move around, the sheep would sort of walk over there and go, what's going on over there? And then you move and they'd run away and little dogs would tune up and they'd start smelling the bush and you'll be like, I can't tell the woman that's there that I'm in the bush, but the dog is going to find me and she's going to find out there's a person in the bush.
Yeah. Where do you live in New Zealand? We are in South Canterbury, so about probably 2.5 hours from Dunedin. Or somewhere around there. Too much COVID in Auckland was us, Shane, and also Drew Sebastian and hide and seek with crash helmets as well.
Paths and stuff.
That'll be nicely kicked from Joshuani inside of the 22, looking for the touchline. Awkward bouncing ball here. Oh, he's taking it. No, he hasn't. He has dropped it. And now because he looked like he fell awkwardly, Fergus Beck, but he is going to be up, and now it's going to be Otago once again with the line out. They're really starting to build up the momentum. It's off Fergus. Yeah.
I don't know about that. Wouldn't it be off Otago?
So, Fergus Beck takes it. Then from there, I think it bounced back into him. And then from there to go into touch as well. Cool, says Sports Pro. There in the chat as well. Liam Coleman now 40 metres out, Otago from the Canterbury line. You'd say the momentum's all going their way, but they've had more momentum in this half than they did in the first. It's going to be taken nicely by Otago once again. Ascot now off the Freedom Vahakolo. Dragged down 40 metres out. Ball almost stripped by Canterbury, but now it's available for, I believe, if I'm not wrong, that would have been Leo Willie.
They're trying to get every metre they can, aren't they?
They are indeed. They've got the advantage as well. So now at this stage, they can throw everything at this. How many minutes left is this spinner at this stage? Is it another cutout pass?
Get it!
So at this stage, there are 12 minutes left in this game as well. Always exciting to investigate a quivering bush as well. Says Imagine there. Also, we have got the Hamish. Can you imagine? I didn't see it Twickenham as well. Be pretty
3
fun.
points?
Wouldn't it indeed? I believe it is going to be the 3-pointer here.
Shut it up, yeah. This is bull.
And also, George reviews food from different nations as well.
I want to do something like that, like different chocolate milks or something. But Hamish can't eat food. So I had to be the one. So Hamish has to... we can do something where Hamish finds food. He wants to know what my opinion is on this food.
Yeah.
And then, you know me, I've got a serious opinion about things, don't I?
Definitely food.
Yeah.
And also, come on, Otago, says Shane. And at this stage, Joshuani, he's going to have the opportunity. Kick this one from about 35 metres out here.
I don't like this guy.
Tell you what, Otago, ever since Canterbury were in the lead. And
What does he know, eh? What does he know?
17-0 was what it was sitting at when you were on your way round. And now you're almost about to take the lead.
Gosh.
Well, this one as well. Joshuani signed for the Chiefs. For the next one, Irish gets a review into George winning as well.
Not yet.
Joshuani about to line it up, though.
Just remember, this guy that's going to kick this is leaving. He's leaving you.
I'd say you think it might be a little bit of outside of the interest of getting this one. I'm pretty sure he missed the first two. He's not missing a third, I don't believe. He's going to be able to get this one, Joshuani. It's easy. I'll find George first. He will be hiding in KFC as well. There's Aiden. He struck it well. That's going to be now. Joshuani taking the lead for Otago.
Come on, Canterbury.
This is for a place in the semi-final almost. If they lose this game here, Canterbury, they may not be able to get through to the semi-final for 2 years in a row. that they wouldn't be
So
in the
what I do
semi-finals.
in Rugby Challenge Be a Pro is I kick it down their end and just wait for them to stuff it up, knock it on, or I tackle them real good and I win it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
Game on as well, says Nuff Mum. Yeah, at the moment, it's looking going to be very interesting. Half it actually here is going to be on debut for Canterbury, and like I say, what a time to be out there for the final 10 minutes of a game. You're 2 points down.
Smash him.
Taken nicely, and now it's going to be Leo Willie just trying to drive his way forward. Brewis on the field now. That is going to be replacing Leonard Brown, and also Jaeger is going to be coming off the field for Fletcher Newell.
Should they kick that away?
That's a big question, isn't it? They're trying to keep them inside of that territory because they keep on dropping the ball there,
Canterbury have got the ball nearly inside their half.
Punavai with the step as well.
Come on, lads. Give
trying to get themselves down the field just a little bit further. It is going to be fired back across field once again for Newell. Going to be tackled by Pulley just on the halfway line at the moment, and it's going to be Donaldson fires it back. Using the move forward, it's going to be Delzil getting the carry there. Available now for the backline. Punavai once again. He's actually had a pretty good game overall in the midfield. Punavai still available for them though. Donaldson now going to the short side. Where is Waisaki Naholo? He has hardly had the ball throughout this whole match. Same with Manasa Mataeli actually. Now think about it. Anytime those two have had the ball, it has been when they have been able to get themselves like the interception when they've had the advantage. But now it's going to be Punavai. Beautiful step there. Nice. Once again trying to link up. He looks like his legs are not working too well.
4,000 meters an hour.
Yes, though Donaldson now goes back to the hands. Now it is going to be still available for Canterbury here. Going back once again. Wide cutout pass. Nice inside ball there to Dixon. Now Manasa Mataeli trying to break the tackle with Fettis, and he's still going. Manasa Mataeli. He's actually knocked Josh Dixon out, I believe. Unfortunately, so it does mean that he is going to be probably going off the field for the HIA. Sam Terry now once again. Still available for Canterbury. They are 12 phases in at the moment. Going to be the youngster on debut as well. The man in the number 22 jersey, Kenny. That's a forward pass.
Punavai, whatever his name
unfortunately for Canterbury, but they haven't called it. So we are going to be continuing at the moment. There's going to be Fletcher Newell now with the step as well, the big man. The replacement Dyer Prop.
Like 20 minutes ago, eh?
At the stage, almost a cutout pass. Beautiful inside ball to Prinsep. And now at the stage, there are only 8 minutes left. They're inside of the 22. 17 phases in at the moment. And they are inching their way closer and closer. Haven't given away the advantage yet, Otago. Very good defense so far. To still have it available. Donaldson off to Fletcher Newell now once again going for 2 men in there for Otago. The captain straight on the ball, but it's an advantage now. And Canterbury would be able to take the lead back if they kick this one. Donaldson considered the quick tap there, and also we have there Canterbury and George Monkwood as well. TJ Open and also Scotland won all 3 of their games in the first round. What a performance from them as well. See, Sebastian, that is for the T20 here. Very impressive from them and Bangladesh going through. And the thing is, Group 1, you don't know much about cricket, do you?
No, none.
But Group 1, right? It's going to be England, West Indies, South Africa, Sri Lanka, West Indies, Australia, and also Bangladesh. They're all very good sides. No, Pakistan's in our group, in Group B. We've actually got the easier of the two, but we need to beat either Pakistan or India to be able to go through.
India's really good, aren't they?
They are very good. Yes, New Zealand domestic rugby is so good to watch as well, says Rob. It is indeed. It's almost, I always say it's super rugby with 14 teams.
It's weird with cricket because we're in like the top 3, aren't we?
Not for T20. We're actually best test team in the world. But cricket, we're a little bit 50-50 for the T20 games sometimes. Because we lost both our warm-up games. But I'd like to think that maybe it's because of the fact that we are going to sneak our way back in for the actual ones as well. First time to reach the Super 12 as well. Says Sebastian, so yeah, that is very impressive from them as well. What time will you be on here for the All Black game, says Shane? I believe we'll be starting at around 8 a.m. or somewhere around there. We will be looking through the lineups and everything regarding the game as well before it happens, but that is going to be now.
8 a.m., not 8:30?
No, 8:30's kickoff. So we are going to be starting a little bit early.
I could come in for that one, but it's just a matter of whether I have to head off early for work and stuff.
I might see what Isaac's up to as well, because I believe he's going to be.
He'll be in bed.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's quite an early one. OG, what a game as well, says David. Very close. Are you doing any cricket? Not tonight, but tomorrow night. We will have the game between South Africa and Australia onto the channel as well at 11 p.m. is when that one's going to be taking place. Nice take there from Dixon. Has been very solid since coming off the bench as well. Get a PO box so I can send y'all a gigantic box of American snacks like Krispy Kreme and Reese's Pieces cereals and cheeses and Muddy Buddies and combos and gushes and Sour Patch watermelon as well. Says Katie Dixon. That all sounds pretty tasty.
Oh my God.
Although I guess at this stage, we do have an address that you can send it to, Katie, but we will probably put it on Instagram rather than on the YouTube comment section at the stage. Our CEO Tompkinson Driving his way forward. Can Otago take the lead back? Sam Gilbert now.
Get out of it.
Trying to run forward. It's going to be dragged down 25 metres out for Otago. Did Afghanistan beat the West Indies? They did indeed in the warm-up game, which is very impressive, which is why they are probably the side that could cause an upset.
How does that country have a
Group
sports
B.
team at all? I really don't know.
No, it's all good. They're really good players. Rashid Khan and also Mohammad Nabi, two very good players. They did West Indies lost against Afghanistan and Pakistan are not looking good for the defending champs. Although saying that, all that matters is those games of the group stage, because at the end of the day, you've got 6 world-class teams and they have to become 2 after the semi-finals or to the semi-finals. That looked slightly side entry. From Danzel now, it's going to be Joshua. He tries to offload. It's gone backwards, so still available here for Otago. Still available. 75 minutes through. Bolly. 5 minutes late forward. Get in very close. Draw and pass here. Oh, that's high. Waisaki Naolo. He's not going to be on the field for the rest of the game, or is he? It's going to be the advantage. Only a metre short. That's playing the halfback as well. But now at the stage, reaching. Siate. Tokolai. No, sorry, it was Kalamatangi. He was short, but they are going back as well. Hamish, haven't you got an email as well? Says David.
Hamish's email, his email has Hamish.
Well, we have got the Kiwi Lads one as well. I believe it's in the About section of the YouTube channel as well. At this stage, they've got the advantage. They've got the penalty here. Otago, what do they decide to do? They are saying at this stage, do they take the 3?
If they can keep Canterbury out after they kick it off again. Oh, they're just soaking it up.
All day they are saying.
Come on, South Africa.
They are taking on the shot as well. And also we've got their Cooper with the nervous face as well. So he cannot take too long to take this one, Joshua, because I believe they do still have that 60 seconds. They are supposed to take for it.
It's funny because when you're in high school, everyone supported the Highlanders.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was like one of the only people in my school year that actually supported the Crusaders. And I was like, we live in Canterbury. Why don't we all support the Highlanders? And the Crusaders. And it's like, they're like, oh, you know, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, we always got the that's true, but they are really struggling. I think they have a 10% chance to go through to the finals, given that group of death as well. Says Sebastian there, and also we have got there. You need to remove the annoying guy in the background. Is that Kieran?
Is it me or Kieran?
Me or Kieran? Oh, not me
Richard
or Kieran.
Williams.
Because we have got Kieran in between us as well, and so I head bro.
Do I know Richard Williams? Richard Williams, leave something in the comments if I know you.
Is it? Oh, you think it's one of the?
I don't know. I don't know if he would have YouTube or not, but I don't know.
Joshuani now at this stage. It's taken about 2 minutes for this one at this stage for Otago. He struck it well. It is straight down the middle now. And also now it is going to be Otago taking the lead. It goes back to 22 points for Otago and 20 points to Canterbury at the moment. It could still go either way. What a kick. That was perfect as well, says Rob. Yes, straight down the middle. And now the pressure is back in the court of Canterbury as well. And also we have got there someone who knows George as well. Says Katie Dixon perhaps.
I don't know.
Now at this stage it is going to be Harford who will be kicking this one off. He is on debut for this match. He would love to be able to get himself a win. It's going to be taken very nicely, but huge hit, and now the ball was loose for a second there. Dylan now actually back out on the field. Why is he back out on the field? I believe that will be for Josh Dixon's injury. Now it's a counter ruck from Canterbury. It's a penalty though. Going back that way, and also we've got the Let's Go Otago as well. Says Sam in the chat. And yeah, at this stage it is going to be an important couple minutes, 2.5 to be exact. Whoever wins this game will be making it through to the semi-final. How many minutes as well, says Finnell? At this stage, it is going to be just the 2 minutes, 10 seconds, and straight between the screws, says David Daviyo. It was a very good strike. He did miss his first 2 kicks, Joshuani, but then from there has done very nicely. Once again, it is going to be a little bit of a stoppage here. And it was a big hit from, it was Sam Dixon. He's actually having a very good game on debut. Looking like one for the future, perhaps. So we will have to wait and see whether or not that will be the case. And now at this stage.
Hey, guys.
And listen to the latest episode on Apple Podcasts here as well. No, I didn't. Believe it or not. But now at this stage, there's another player down.
He's dead. He looks dead to me.
Who is, it is actually, I want to say it's Will Tucker, who is down at the moment, which does not look good. So we are going to have another stoppage of play just for a little bit longer. But yeah, we will have to wait and see. But nonetheless, while we are at it, we might as well check the poll and see exactly who is sitting where. 86% have said that Canterbury is going to be winning it. It actually says there's only 7 votes on that one as well. I feel like maybe that hasn't loaded. Didn't you?
No.
I'm wondering whether or not that has kind of glitched.
To Canterbury.
But that's only that's just 6 votes though. If it is that way as well, because the chat hasn't actually updated on there. So one moment we will wait and see exactly what it is saying. We're going to wait for it. And it's going to go here. And it's,
what a joke.
At this stage, and it's going to be 52%. 52% for Canterbury. And this one as well, yeah, was got there. In the chat, what a joke as well. And also 10 out of 10 says that Katie Dixon. Also really enjoying your commentary and the jokes in between. Keep the stuff up. As well, says Rob, thank you very much, mate. Hugely appreciate it. And anyone who is new, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because we are going to be back tomorrow for the game between Japan and also Australia. And then the All Blacks taking on the USA is going to be the other fixture a little bit later on. A little bit of cricket as well. And also we have got there a question. When will George join the podcast to discuss Michael Hooper's King Crown as well? Says a Rugby Down Under podcast. I feel like that would be a risky podcast.
I feel like you want to have a full-on argument. No, I like Michael Hooper. He's quite, I like him. But yeah.
I'm not sure what happens to Tucker there, but I believe it's actually a neck or something that ended up just kind of tweaking, unfortunately, for the man. But 2 minutes left in this game at this stage. Otago, they need to make sure that they win this one. As you can see here for the table, Canterbury, this was a must-win game for them. They were sitting on 18. They have got a game next weekend, and it's going to be up against Tasman, I believe it is. So they are actually going to be deciding who is going through to the semi-final. Perhaps Hawke's Bay have confirmed their spot at the moment.
So what's going here? What?
So at this stage, because of the fact that we're having the semi-final, it is kind of unfortunate for Counties Manukau and also North Harbour. They won't get to play. Auckland also are not going to be playing in these next games. So that means no Roger Tuivasa-Sheck this year in the Bunnings NPC. But, one day we'll get to see him in action as well. It's got there, used to have Ripley's double mint a few years back. Please send Hamish some as well. Says that David also come on Otago. Says a Paddy Wagon there in the chat. And at the moment, only 2 minutes left. They're going to be kicking this one for the touchline. What is going to happen now?
They're going to play rugby.
Oh, Josh Honick is actually out there as a lock at the moment because of the fact they've already lost about 2 or 3 players. It started the way that the season started for Otago. They lost Josh Ioane, also Jonah Nariki, and a couple other players right in the early stages of that one as well. I'll be sure to send a box to them, brother, as well. And, at least Bay of Plenty is ahead of Auckland, as well, says David. And at this stage, unfortunately, that's the thing. Southland are sitting in between Counties Manukau and North Harbour. And they've played about 6 games, unfortunately, for them. But they've been very close. It's going to be claimed by Otago. James Ascott dragged down. And now at this stage, Canterbury, they're going to have to work hard to try and get this ball for the last minute and a half. This is extremely risky. Right now, they need to be kicking this ball down the field because we've seen many teams try this and they end up giving away a penalty. And then it ends up going the other way. It is indeed. Got to be careful. Dylan now going back to the ground once again here. Got defence there from Canterbury once again.
Look at there, lads.
Like they are saying, they don't think they can do it for the whole minute. Tell you what, it's fair to Auckland. Taranaki must be fuming as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, it is a shame that they aren't going to be promoting a side because Taranaki haven't lost a game yet. At this stage, they've been doing extremely well. They're going to be told to use it once again. The bonus point's still in the favour of Canterbury. They have been told to use it. Is this going to be backfiring for them? Trying to protect it, and now his hands on the ball. Foot ends. Oh, Josh Dixon, Sam Dixon almost able to get it. They've only got 10 seconds left. One more breakdown. And Otago will be winning this game. Sam Dixon, he's the only one trying to counter-ruck here. It's going to be passed back Dylan now. And now it's going to be available. Is it for Canterbury? No, it's going to be inside of the breakdown. And they are waiting for the siren. At this stage, Ascott passing it back across field. Canterbury need about 6 men all in there. And they just need to counter-attack like they are right now. It's almost available. It's going to be a counter-ruck from Canterbury. And it's back on their side now, or is it?
No.
The ball's been taken back by Otago.
How the hell did they do that?
And now at this stage, they are going to be kicking it into touch.
Get out.
And that is going to be the end of the game. So anyway, to end the game, just kicking it out as well. Sends Robert. Also well done, Otago. They held on. Ollie Jaeger is disappointed. He got slapped in the face by Sarah.
Get over it,
Romano
as well. Us the game.
Tell you what, that was a very close one. But yeah, I feel like Otago, our Canterbury side, the way that they did that last kind of ruck is what they should have been doing for about 3 beforehand, just trying to get that little bit of a counter ruck going. But at the end of the day, Otago able to win that one. And because of it, it does mean that they will be going through to the semi-final. And yes, nice work. Otago did it as well. See, Sam, they did it indeed. So I believe it was Shark said he had an Xbox on the table for if we said that. Otago, we're going to win it. Also, we've got the Canterbury. Says Paddy Wagon. And also, we have got the, when I was over there, I noticed the lollies were the same, just different names as well. Says David there. But Dallas McLeod He's looking disappointed. Same with that man as I. Punify, he had a pretty good game overall, and OMG, I almost needed a defibrillator as well. That's a hard word to say, isn't it? And also, I hope there will be some recognisable sweets as well. Says Katie Dixon there, but at this stage of this game, going down to the wire, 22 to Otago, 20 to Canterbury. I believe, if I'm not wrong. Oh, actually, no. It's not completely over for Canterbury yet, because of the fact that I believe it's all down to next week. I'm going to get me table up very quickly because of the fact that Canterbury, they have got their game up against Tasman. They will need to win that one. And then it's actually another friendly game in a row for Wellington. So they've got 2 friendlies in a row, and their Hawke's Bay are playing Manawatu. If Bay of Plenty beat Waikato, then there's still a chance for Canterbury to go through. But then they have got their last game up against Bay of Plenty, so they might win that one, depending on how it goes. Although Bay of Plenty, hard side indeed.
Class tractors.
They in Wellington as well. A whole box of little Debbies and moon pies as well. Says Katie Dixon there, and American Lollies give out heart attacks as well, and also Shark Brains transaction pending as well. There's Sebastian there. No, it's nice.
There's nothing to do with the crop, okay? That has to do with the sprayer on the back.
Yeah, but he drove with
that kid doesn't know what he's doing. Get him off that machine right now.
Nonetheless, I guess with that said, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, ladies and gentlemen.
Go like the Kiwi Lads gaming channel, because we are literally down in the dumps right. Nothing's happening. Oh, we've got a video coming out this Sunday.
Do we?
Far Cry 1. It's all scheduled for Sunday.
And also, after they hope Waikato win the Shield as well. Says Shane here, they have got the challenge tomorrow night. It's a shame that it's on at the same time as the Australia versus Japan game.
Yeah,
I feel like they didn't time that very well.
Hopefully I can.
Yeah, I am going to have it as a kind of dual screen, so we'll be able to see that Ramphilly Shield challenge alongside the match for Wallabies versus Japan, and we will be commentating both of them. It's all mathematical, and also thank you, lads, for another stream as well. Says Katie Dixon, and also so do Pies as well. Says Katie Dixon there, but nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, like we mentioned, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We will see you all tomorrow.